Hey, what's up?
Yes, my name is V.
I'm Sydney.
And thank you for tuning in to The Flow
Up. Woo, woo. We live, y'all.
I'm so excited. This is our very first episode. So if you're tuning in, thank you. We appreciate it so much.
Yes, we hope that you guys love us, and we hope that we can be the friends for you guys.
Exactly. And if you didn't get a chance to catch our promo video, basically what the Flow Up is this for all of us who are in our young adulthood, just trying to make it to our next level, just trying to make it to our glow up. We haven't quite yet made it, and we're still going through some awkward ass, weird ass times in our life.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just trying to get to the next point. So this is for our fellow weirdos out there.
Yes.
Welcome.
You are welcome with us. We accept you.
Come to us. Let's vibe.
Man. So to go ahead and get things started, this is the 25 episode because you and I both turned 25 this year.
Absolutely.
A lot of our friends.
Yes.
So life has obviously gotten a little real at this point, if we haven't noticed. Shit is changing in our personal lives and the world around us.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's such a weird time. It's like when you're younger, you think about turning 25, you always think of this grand image. You know what I mean? You're like, ooh, by 25, I'm going to have my house, I'm going to have my car, I'm going to be married, I'm going to have kids. You know, I'm going to be financially secure. And let me tell you right now,
wow.
Out of those 5 things, I think I have one. I got a car.
Hello?
You know
that's it. I mean, shout out.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Wow, I really thought I was going to be like, I knew I was going to be married by 23.
Right?
Yeah, and then I would, like, this year at 25, I will be working on my first kid.
Come on, like,
psych.
Man. I thought I was going to be in the kitchen just, like, fucking it up, watching Food Network, killing it, and guess what? I still be looking up recipes and stuff. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So that's what this episode is about. It's paying homage to our fellow 25-year-olds who's struggling, but we making it so far.
We are. We're still alive. We're still above the water.
Exactly.
So I think we're doing all right.
Exactly. So you know what? You know, one of the main reasons why I thought it was a good idea to have our first episode to be the geared towards 25 episode is because I noticed that since turning this age, I've been getting people coming from the woodworks, family, friends, associates, just asking me all these questions. Yep. And at first, I was offended.
You're like, wait a minute, why are you asking me so many questions?
Right.
What's going on?
I was like, first of all, you don't know me like that. Like,
back up, big homie. I ain't talked to you in about 3 years.
You wasn't that interested before,
right.
So you know what I mean? So at first, I was in my feelings. I was being a little bratty. And then I had to set myself aside, and I was like, wait, V, you are kind of grown as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you're a grown-ass woman. And these are questions that you probably should be thinking about.
Absolutely.
So that's why this episode is going to be not only paying homage to the fact that we're 25 and making it, but it's going to be a get to know us.
Yeah, it's our intro episode.
Right.
So we thought it would be fun to play a game of 25 questions.
25 questions.
25 random questions about, you know, where we're at right now and what it's like being 25 and all that good stuff.
Exactly. So how it works is Sid came up with a bunch of questions. I came up with a bunch of questions. We have not shared them. Oof. And we're going to talk about our questions and we're both going to answer them. And then hopefully it's creating a space for you guys to also kind of look into yourself and think as well and get to know yourself and be like, hey, what would I do in these situations?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So please join the conversation at #TheFlowUpPod after this episode and let us know what you guys think and where you guys are. We want to hear from you.
Right. And if you don't feel like, you know, if you don't feel comfortable enough to do it on social media, which I understand because sometimes I could be awkward too, send us an email. What's our email address?
TheFlowUpPod. Come on. It's TheFlowUpPod@gmail.com.
Listen, this is new. So please, like, if you're going to judge us, you can judge it. You can judge me, whatever. I'm okay with it. But just judge me softly because I'm still trying to,
listen, leave it under the comment section. And, like V said, this is episode 1. We promise we'll calm down. We'll get our weirdness under control.
Right, absolutely. So let's get started. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. So you want to go first? I'm going first.
I can go first, and then we'll just go like me, you, me,
back and
you.
forth. Okay,
so
cool.
as you can see, we didn't rehearse this.
No.
But that's cool. So, okay, let me go first. My first question is, what is something that your last relationship / situationship taught you?
Oof.
You go first.
Oof. Okay. We starting off strong, I see.
Right. I mean, if you go do it, you might as well just hit it out the park.
That's true. So my last, well, I won't call it a relationship because it wasn't a romantic relationship. It was a friendship. But that last situation taught me to never put someone else's thoughts, feelings, emotions, whatever, before mine. Because that was always something that was a little muddled for me. I always thought that taking care of others and, being there for friends meant completely sacrificing myself for their betterment. Mm-hmm. But in the process, that just led to a lesser version of me. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that situation definitely taught me, like, you can absolutely still care and be there for someone, but you also have to tend to your mental health too.
Absolutely.
Someone else should never be priority over you. So
wow. No, that's real, because so many times we fall in love or we fall in like, or we just appreciate someone so much that their well-being, their happiness becomes our number one priority.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's so dangerous, because even situations like that, we're kind of operating in fear. Like we're loving and we're accommodating in fear. It's
right.
like, well, what? And I don't want to put any words in your mouth at all, but it's, a lot of times it's like, well, if I don't love this hard, if I don't do this, if I don't help them, then what?
Right. Or like you start feeling like if you don't do it, that makes you a bad friend or a bad person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like you can be in the throes of your own depression, but somehow you still feel like if I don't show up for this person or listen to them talk on the phone for 2 hours, that makes me a bad person.
Absolutely.
So you're dying inside, listen to someone like dump their stuff on you, and it's just making like a huge mess.
Absolutely.
For everyone.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that was a good question though.
Right? Oh, hey. So for me, what did my last relationship teach me? My last relationship taught me that you have to take someone as they are now. You can't be in like or be in love with someone's potential, and that's the biggest thing.
Come on.
I my last relationship, I can't say that it was bad, because it really was not. I had a lot of good times with this person, but it was a very weird relationship, and it was a very on again, off again relationship, which is unhealthy in itself.
Right.
Okay, but part of the reason why I stayed so long is because, real talk, like, this person has the potential and had the potential to be like a fucking Obama status.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he had the potential to be pretty fucking bomb as a man, and in my head, I was like, oh, just a little bit longer. He's going to realize it. He's going to be dope. And I'm going to be dope. And we going to be dope together. And we just going to be fucking it up.
Right.
Never happened. And I was sitting there just so in love with this imaginary man that I created, and almost resentful.
Right.
For the fact that the person that I was with, one, didn't see what I saw.
Right.
And two, I felt that. And it almost wasn't even my place to feel this, but I felt that. I was like, you don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. No, seriously.
Like,
you end up throwing it back on them. And it's
right.
like, but that just goes to show you can't want something for someone more than they want it for themselves. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Because if they don't want it, they're just not going to do it. And you cannot make present plans based on a future idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you building a present life off of a future thought.
Listen, no, that vision was so cute.
And that hurts.
It was so cute.
That'd be hurting too.
Like, we could have been doing some little cute ass corny shit,
right.
You know? But instead, I was just like stuck in my little fantasy world, and he was stuck in his present.
Right.
And that's fair.
Right.
Like, he deserves to be in his present.
That's all you can do.
Without being pressured.
That's it.
And, that's what it was for me. So, boom, boom, boom. Cool.
Woof.
Okay, your turn.
All right. So question number 2. As a child, what was something you were irrationally afraid of? Or it doesn't have to be irrational. It could just be something like you were terrified of.
Funny story. I was scared of shadows. I was so scared of shadows.
Stop.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
He was one of them crying kids like
no,
you be
listen.
seeing the videos on social media.
No, listen. I remember the
shadows.
first time I can coherently say that I noticed a shadow. Like, it was different. I remember I was in the backseat of a car, and I was young as fuck. I was like 3 years old, right? I was in the back of a car, and you know how when it's sunny outside and you driving in a car, the shadows move.
Yeah.
The shadows move on the seat. So we were driving, I think, to a park. So it was hella trees. So all you saw was like
the big creepy distorted
you saw
shadow.
the big ass shadows that looked like fingers. It looked like fingers trying to get you. And in my head, because, you know, even at a young age, I was sneaking watch scary movies. Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger was my shit.
See, nope. I was never.
So in my head, I was like, okay, I'm asleep. Freddy Krueger's coming to get me.
Yeah, well, this is it.
And that was it. That was it. Like, I remember freaking out. And the funny thing is, my mom was there. So she, to this day, makes jokes about it. Because I, like, went off. I was throwing shit at the car. I went off.
Your mom was like,
because
girl, can you please?
Yeah, because I thought I was gone.
You were like, this is it, Mom. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming for me.
So I was afraid for a really long time. And you know, okay, one more thing that I was really afraid of. It was kind of funny. I was really afraid of escalators. I was really afraid of escalators.
Not escalators, wait.
Yes, because like I said, I watch a lot of scary movies, and I saw this movie, and I don't remember what the movie was, but this guy, his pants leg got caught in the escalator.
Ooh,
right?
No. The Final Destination. That's what it sounds like. Is that a Final Destination?
No, it was before Final Destination.
Oh,
I don't remember what movie, but his pants leg got caught in the escalator, and you know how in real life, if that were to happen, there's like triggers where the machine will just stop.
Right, just stop.
But no, in the movie, like he got grounded up. So he did. He got grounded up like
That's
me.
not funny. But
no, seriously. So to this day, like if we go together in the mall, like peep it.
Now I'm gonna watch every time. Like
I swear, to this day I kind of hesitate. Like I do that weird like little hesitate step.
Oh no!
To make sure my shit don't get caught.
Now I'm just gonna look at you next time we go. Like, so you ready to ride this escalator?
No, seriously, that's so embarrassing. I can't really believe that I just said that.
That's really funny. You
podcast.
said it on tape. It's
live,
baby. It's out there.
It's
out there in the universe. Let's see. For me, the first thing that comes to mind is just the Thriller video. I was terrified of Thriller.
Really?
I could not watch that movie in the
that
dark.
was my shit.
No, not at all. I had to have all the lights on. Only watch it during the daytime. That video terrified me.
It's sexy.
Yeah, I don't have a big long story behind that one. It's just it was just scary. Okay, all right, whatever.
Okay. All right. So next question: what is your biggest pet peeve in life, and what is your biggest pet peeve while driving?
Whew. Okay. Well, let's start with pet peeve in driving. My biggest pet peeve, I think I have two of them. First one is when I'm driving at my perfectly normal fast speed, you know, my comfortable get to where I'm going. Which is around 70, 75, whatever, mind your business.
Okay.
And when I'm driving and a car will see me driving, get in front of me, but then proceed to go slow.
Wow, there's a special place in hell for people.
There has to be, because I'm like, you saw me going. You know, you see me trying to get to where I'm trying to go. Don't get in front of me and go slow.
Like on purpose.
Like on purpose.
Wow.
Like, I mean, they hit the brakes and everything. I see the brake lights come on. I'm like,
disrespectful.
What kind of game you trying to play with me? And the second one would be the lane game, the lane change game. How when you're driving and like another lane to the right or left of you will be moving faster, so you merge, and then that lane stop, and the lane you was originally in went fast. There's a lesson in there somewhere, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
But yeah, that's another pet peeve.
What about in life? Or did that count as?
No. Those are my two. I just had two for driving.
Oh, okay.
Because those are my two biggest ones. My biggest pet peeve in life, a little cliche, but lying. Only because I try to be as open and honest, like with everything. So I just don't like when people lie, especially about little stuff. You know, because I try not to be somebody who would need to be lied to. You know what I mean? So, yes.
Okay, I get you. I think for me, I'm gonna start with driving too. For me, I have a lot, right? Because I am a self-proclaimed road rager.
Just be cussing and fussing. Just the cussing.
Listen, but I think my biggest one, I hate to be cut off. But not just regular cut off, because you know there's levels to it.
No, yeah,
so not just regular cut off, but like cut off to the point where you have to break your hardest, or you're gonna crash.
Like you're gonna crash.
No, I be ready to fight. I be ready to risk it all. I'm like, fuck this job, fuck this career, pull this shit over and fight me.
I will follow you. I will terrify you.
Dude, I be so mad. I remember one time, and that's when I really had to be like, you know what? I'm going to go to church on Sunday.
Listen.
Because...
I did a little too much.
No. I did a little too much. Because I scared myself. Funny. No, I was really... And, I mean, this was a grown-ass man, too. And I was just like, I don't give a fuck. Pull over. Mm-hmm. You know? Oof. He cut in front of me so hard. And, I mean, I had to swerve my car. Thank God there wasn't anybody next to me because it would have been bad. Mm-hmm. I was so mad. And I was like, no, pull this shit over. And he wouldn't pull over, so I had an empty soda can. I threw it. Yeah.
Hey.
Like, I was pissed.
Like, it took you there.
And what made me even more upset is he laughed. Like, he was in his car cracking up. And I was, like, heated. I was near tears.
You screaming.
I was so mad.
Oh, no, that would have me cussing and fussing. Be like, get out the car.
Right. And I think now that I'm older, now my biggest pet peeve in life is people who are passive aggressive.
My God.
I think that's arguably my biggest pet peeve. But see, this is the funny thing. When I was younger, I was hella passive aggressive.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, that's the reason why I didn't say it, because I feel like I just kind of grew out of it.
Right.
I just got out of the passive aggressive skin, so I feel like I couldn't claim that. But
I was very passive aggressive when I was younger, but now that I am older and I speak up for myself,
right.
And I realize how easy it is, and I realize how effective it is, like how much shit I can get done.
Hello?
You know what I mean? With just saying how I feel versus being like, oh, you know, no, fuck that. I don't like passive aggression, and I don't like when people, and this is actually really funny coming from me, because normally, like, if you talk to me, my voice doesn't naturally get crazy high, but I can't stand, like, soft ass talkers.
Oh, no! I can't. Wait!
It is so funny because naturally my voice is actually really soft. Like, really.
I expect that. Wait. Not soft talker.
I hate it.
Oh,
no. I'm like, bitch, what? Speak up.
Speak the hell up.
I be pissed off when it's me, because I mean, I don't do it on purpose. You know what I mean? It's just like the natural tone of my voice. I have to project in order to sound normal. But there's some people, like, they'll get nervous or something, and then they'll be like, oh. They'll be like, oh, but I hate that so bad.
Shit for that.
Oh my God. I'll be like, ah.
I know them Jackson interviews be pissing you off then, because you be like,
pissed.
Michael, open your mouth.
Listen, anybody that knows me knows that I mess with the Jacksons. I love the Jacksons. I love every one of the Jacksons. I think that they're amazing people. I think they're such a talented family, but I cannot watch Janet Jackson interviews. I can't. But I love her so much, and I want to meet her, and I think she's amazing. I think she's so pretty, and she is like body goals for days, and I love listening to her music. But she be whispering. She will give you a good whisper. I'll tell you that. I can't.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, will give you a good whisper. Yes, she will.
Okay, sorry. Go. Next question.
Okay. Oh, so this one's kind of a spicy topic right now. So
take this off because
it's a spicy pop culture topic. Everyone's talking about it. It's everywhere because, you know, one of my girls just recently threw a shoe at the other. So.
I'm excited.
So Nicki or Cardi? Are you team Nicki? You team Cardi? What's the deal with that?
You know what? Considering my previous answer,
come on, hey, come on, transition.
I'm gonna have to say I'm team Cardi on this one. I'm gonna have to say, don't get me wrong, I do listen to Nicki Minaj and I do enjoy her music. I'm not one that's like, oh, Nicki lost her touch. I don't think that at all. I really don't think that. I'm still a fan of Nicki Minaj all the way. But this is the thing about Cardi B. She is how she is, and she's always made that known. Cardi B is not a passive-aggressive person. At all. And she's very blunt, and she's very straightforward. Nicki Minaj is incredibly passive-aggressive, and that's the shit I can't vibe with. Hello, like, that's just what it is. That's the shit I can't vibe with. And my thing is, anybody who knows me knows that I am such a lover and not a fighter. But I'm also not one to back down from a fight. Hello? You get what I'm saying? Ooh, so you know what I mean? If it's an argument, if it's an online beef, whatever the case may be, and you don't want to entertain it, that's so mature of you. That's amazing. That's adult. good job, girl. You fucking up at adulthood.
Right.
I mean, and I say fucking up as a good thing.
Right.
Like you're fucking it up.
Right.
In adulthood.
Right.
But if somebody was in my face, you know what I mean? In my face, challenging me, talk about let's fight, bitch, come here, all the things that Cardi B was doing, I'd have to fight you.
Duh.
Period. I can't. I'd be like, look. I'm trying to think of like a bodyguard's name. I can't think of one. But I'm like, look, bodyguard, you need to step the fuck away. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Especially from two bitches. Maybe I should stop cursing so much. I'm so sorry.
Listen, we try. We try.
Especially from two women that claim to be from the hood.
That's it.
You know what I mean? You can't tell me that two hood women are going to be face to face, like coming at each other the way that they were coming at each other, and one of them walk away. I don't believe it. Like that's crazy to me. Mm-hmm. It's just crazy to me. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't do it. I'll walk away from many of arguments. Girl, you gonna sound dumb as hell arguing with yourself. Mm-hmm. But what you not gonna do is come at me in person. Right. What you not gonna do is especially try to assault me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You crazy as hell. I expected it from Cardi B, and I expected a little bit more from Nicki.
Right.
And the funny thing is, I wanted to be on the side of like, oh, Nicki, she was the bigger person. No, I'm sorry. I'm from the hood. And hood logic states that if somebody comes to your face,
that's it.
It's different rules. Now, again, if it was online and some other shit, walk away, girl, whatever. Walk away. Mm-hmm. Don't come to my face thinking that you finna talk reckless to my face, throw shit to my face, and I'm gonna be like, George, get her.
Right.
George is the made up bodyguard I just.
Woo! Well, for me, no, I absolutely agree with everything you just said. But for me, I gotta watch out for my future bags, so I can't really comment the way I'd like to comment.
Nah, girl. It's the flow up.
It is the flow up, but
to be completely honest,
we are like I'm not gonna not be honest, but I'm just not gonna fuck up that bag. So I
just like in case I collab with Nicki a little bit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if I need a collaboration, I'm not trying to have somebody be like, well, on September 15th, 2018, at this time, you said this.
But Nicki, I love you though. Like let that be.
No, okay, and that's the thing. Like that's what's so crazy about how this whole situation even started. You know what I mean? Like Cardi's presence doesn't take away from Nicki's presence. You know what I mean? So Cardi out here doing it big, you know, having hit records and all of that does not take away from Nicki. And I hate that so much that only happens to women in rap.
Can I
you
be
know
another
what I'm saying?
podcast?
Hello?
Can I be another podcast?
That's going to have to be a whole different episode.
Amazing.
But it's just like I hate that that's a thing among women in hip hop that we... Or I shouldn't say we, but like that they can't exist at one time.
Right, it can only be one. I'm the queen. No, I'm the
queen. Right. We got 12 different mumble rappers. You know what I mean? These niggas out here don't know what nobody's saying, but we can't have two women who are dominating the game at the same time.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so I say all that to say, yeah, but to my girl Cardi, because that's my girl. I love her. But for her, because she's also, I think she just turned 25 this year too. Hey, shout out Cardi.
Ow.
So just for her, learning what I've learned at 25, I think I would just be like, hey, girl, listen. I understand that passive aggression is getting on your nerves. And yes, somebody is out here being reckless with your name. I get it. But you have way too much to lose now. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You have way too much to lose. You just had your baby. You getting deals. You know what I'm saying? Like you got money. Like you have things that can be taken from you now. So like,
and to be fair, I do think that that's kind of, and maybe I'm making this up, I don't know, but I do think that might have been Nicki's stance.
What do you mean?
Where she was like, yo, we have way too much to lose. Like, I'm not going to be out here fighting you, so I'm going to walk away. I don't know. I choose to believe that because it sounds a little bit better than just cowarding away.
That's what I believe. Unfortunately, I do. Because if you can be... oh shoot, whatever, I gotta say it. If you can be so bold online, like I see where Cardi's coming from, because it's like, okay, you want to make shady Instagram posts, you want to be shady by liking certain tweets that you know talk shit about me and my family and my child, keep that same energy when you see me in person. You know what I mean? And it's been reported that Cardi's, you know, approached her twice to try to talk, to be like, hey, what's the issue? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it sounds like Nicki was like, oh, nah.
Passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive. And so this was the final time. Like, this was like the last straw for her. Like, talking about her child that was the final straw. So now she's like, if you want to be online and be so loud online,
that's true.
When I see you, please keep that same exact energy. So I can't be mad at her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I can't be mad at her. But yes,
absolutely. I mean, granted, just kind of because I do like to be a little objective, you know, kind of on Cardi's level. Again, I do think that she should have thought a little bit more about, like, yeah, I do have, like you were saying earlier, I have a little bit too much to lose. Maybe maybe this isn't the time. You know what I mean? Maybe we can hash this out or beat this out or fight this out, whatever, at a different time, location. You know what I mean? Something like that. But I don't know. At any rate, I wish both of them success. I hope that they figure out whatever's going on. I hate, because I really don't like to see women beefing at all. But I mean, this is some good tea. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a little entertaining. Whatever.
I'm not gonna sit here and like I'm not reading all the tabloids.
We're not talking about what Trump bitch ass is doing all of this. So I'll take it. Whatever.
God. Oh, Jesus. All right.
But all right. So next question.
All right. Next question. This one is a little bit more lighthearted, you know, because we lost some followers with that last one.
Yeah, sorry. Yo, Nikki, remember I love you, girl. So if I need a collab in the future, it's all good. We good.
So if you had $500,000 to blow in 1 hour, how would you blow it? Or not necessarily blow, but like how would you spend it?
Honestly, I would spend it like paying off all my debts. I would pay off all my credit card debt, off my student loan debt. I'd pay off my car. And I'd probably pay off my mama's student loans. Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
You know, and that's growth. Okay.
That's growth.
Because, you know, maybe even last year, I'd have been like, girl, I'm finna go to the mall. Or I'm going to pay to have weight loss surgery. Right. I'm going to pay to get this fixed. But no, I think I would just pay off all my debts. So that way, the paychecks that I earn now, I can just keep them.
Nice.
I don't have to give them to someone else.
Nice.
You know?
You know, I think what I would do, because I have a financial advisor now, because I'm grown and that's what grown
come on,
people
adult.
do.
Yes.
You know, that's like serious adulting. So I have a financial advisor. He's amazing. If you guys don't know what a financial advisor is, or if you're thinking about, you know, finding a financial advisor, especially in the Bay Area, girl, hit me up, or boy, hit me up, whatever. Let me know, because mine is pretty amazing. So I'd like to share him actually, but I would call him. I'd be like, hey, we got to meet like in 20 minutes because I got $500,000 and I got to give it to you. And the reason why I would give it to him is because he would invest it.
Ooh.
Right?
That's what
so
we
it's
need
like,
too.
So technically in my hour's time.
That's something to think about now.
Right? So technically in my hour's time, I would have spent it, right? Because I spent it on my future. And he would have invested it. And by this time next year, it would have grown anywhere from 7 to 12% just off interest. You know what I mean? And then I would do my little down payment on my house, pay off my student loans, and then with the other $2, I'd probably get like $1 burger or something.
Come on. Have a nice little meal, treat yourself.
Have like, I'll go to McDonald's, go on a dollar menu or something, because you know, student loans is like $1 million by itself. So.
That's so real.
Wow.
Okay. Ooh, excuse me, I have a little wine belch there. Another lighthearted question. Keeping in the theme of versus, one thing versus another, Apple versus Android, and why? Are you team Apple? Are you team Android?
You know what? I think I'm one of those people that
Tell the truth.
No, I'm so serious. I think I'm one of those people that I'm neutral. Because I've had both. Now listen, let me tell you what I love and what I hate about it. I'm not gonna lie. I had Android first, right? So having Android first, and you see all the bougie Apple users and you know, iPhone users, so you're like, I don't get it. But when I got my iPhone and I dropped my phone and my battery didn't pop out,
I
was like, oh girl. I was like, this is another
we done made
life.
it now.
Yes. I was like, this is another life. Shade. I don't have to worry about the battery popping out.
Come on, your SIM card and everything on the street.
Yes, and my
That's Android.
My Android would oftentimes freeze a lot. Like it would freeze a lot and everything like that. Okay, actually no, I think I am kind of team iPhone.
Team, thank you. Ain't that how it always happens?
Now that I'm talking about it,
people try to advocate for Android, but it never
I'm
really
not
sticks.
against it though. Like if I had to go back to Android, I wouldn't be like, oh man, I'm going back to the normal people. Like I wouldn't be like that. First of all, I will say I think Apple users are very particular. They're very peculiar
and pretentious. We are
a little bougie.
We're very pretentious. Whatever.
Yeah, and that's fine. and I'm really not a bougie person. I like to pretend sometimes that I am. You know what I mean? So Apple
deep
feeds
to my core.
Apple feeds that little fantasy, that little bougie spot in my heart. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing something good or whatever.
Like high class living. I am the elite.
Right, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing about me. This is why I don't care too much. I'm not really like a name brand type girl. I'm hella simple. I'm hella like whatever. Like I don't care if it's knockoff. I don't care if it's DD's. I don't care if it's Ross. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of person.
Right.
So I want whatever's going to be most cost effective.
Right.
Especially that now that I'm out here paying my own bills.
Whoa, shout out first of all.
Like, let me tell you something. That new iPhone that just came out, I was like, I wish the fuck I would pay. How much was it? $1,200?
And you know what's so funny? Because guess what the fuck I'm finna do?
No! Don't do it! Don't do it!
People. But no, I was just gonna give a quick shout out to my sister Shelby because she's the exact same way.
Oh
Shelby does not care about a name brand. She will go to Target and buy the Market Pantry. She don't care nothing about your little name brands. She is perfectly fine with the store brands.
Absolutely.
And it's so funny that, you know, we're sisters because I'm the complete opposite. I love a good name brand. And, you know, like I just said, I'm going to pay for that new iPhone. Because, you know, now that they have it, you know, now that they done snuck it in to where, with, like, you lease it and they just add on top of your bill. You know, because, you know, see, me, I'm a payment plan person.
Not leasing your phone. What?
Because that's how it's working now.
Because iPhone is kind of like...
I'm a payment plan person. So when they break it down into smaller, chewable pieces, I'm like, you got it. I'll take it. So, you know, once I get my coins moderately right, I will stroll into my nearest Verizon Wireless and be like, sign me up for the, what is it, the yellow one? Oh, they got a yellow one.
Listen, let me just put it
out
there.
It's so cute.
Let me just put it out there. Let's not, I don't want to be out here pretending, letting y'all think that I'm just out here buying Apple products. Because, listen, my phone, which is the iPhone 5S, right? Old ass phone.
Look at it,
it was a gift. So understand, if I had to pay for that shit myself, I would still be Team Android.
You know what? That's real. You know,
that's honest. I'm just being real. Like, I refuse to pay that much money. At the end of the day, I could go to Metro or T-Mobile or Boost Mobile or whatever, and I could get a phone for about $250, a nice phone, and I'd be happy with that shit. Because you know what I could do? I could call, I could text, I could be on Facebook, I could do my email. You know what you can do with your iPhone? You can do call, you can text, you can do Facebook.
I'm trying to learn to be like that practical and that grateful, like just with practicality. Because I'm just, I don't know what it is, but I'm just not. And it's like, it's not like I was raised with a silver spoon in my mouth, you know, so I don't know why I'm this way. I just am. But anyway, next question. Wait, did I answer the question?
You asked the question last time.
Oh, I asked the question. Yeah. But I guess through my answer, I kind of gave you my answer. Like, I'm absolutely Apple all the way.
Absolutely.
All the way. So,
I just don't care. Whatever my boyfriend or husband, future boyfriend, future husband want to get me, I'm team that.
Okay.
I'm team gift. How about that?
You know, and what a way to be. What a way to be. Like, I accept whatever you bring my way.
Right. All right. Next question. If you could ask God one question.
Oh, shucks. Because I don't be on his nerves already.
Right. If you could just ask God one question. Not a favor. But if you could just ask God any question in the world, what would it be?
Ooh! Wow. If I could ask God one question, what would it be? I guess I would probably ask God. Shucks. Wow, like 1,000 questions came to mind.
Right.
And I'm trying to find a way to like package them all nicely.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, so this one, and here's the thing. I'm going to answer the question. I don't really want to go into too much detail about it.
Okay.
Because it's controversial, and this could be another episode in itself.
Ooh,
but if I could ask God one question, you know, because, okay, background. I identify as Christian, right? Okay. Not necessarily any denomination per se. I just consider myself spiritually connected with Christ, right?
Right.
Cool. So with that being said, there's a lot of denominations in Christianity that believes that Christianity is the only way
right
to make it to heaven.
Right.
So What I would ask God is, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Finish shake the table!
On a scale of 1 to 10, how true is that? Is it only one, or not even to pinpoint Christianity? Let's just say one religion, period. Like, is there just one that's correct?
Right.
Or is there like subdivisions that's kind of correct? You know what I mean? I would ask that.
Wow, that's a really good question too. Because if you think about it, and not to get too deep into it, because I do feel like that's a whole different topic for another day. Yeah. But like, if you kind of think about it, at the core of all the different religions, it's all the same. You know what I mean?
It's very similar.
It's very similar. So yeah, that's definitely something to explore.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I need to know. Like, okay, because I'll give you an example in Christianity, and I'm not gonna name the denominations, but there's one denomination that believes you shouldn't. It's a sin to drink wine.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And the crazy thing is when you get into denominational religion, the only difference is is tradition. Mm-hmm. The only difference is tradition. It's like how you do things. Right. Do you drink wine? Do you work on Sunday? Do you work on Saturday? Right. Do you cook? Do you wear certain colors? Do you wear you know what I mean?
Right.
It's things that has nothing to do with your relationship with God.
Right.
So anyway, that's gonna be a good one.
Oh, that is gonna be a good one. Shucks, that can be a deep one.
Yes.
We would have to I would love to bring in like some guests for that one.
Ooh, that would be
people of like different religions.
But I'm sensitive though, because I love Jesus.
No, right. Obviously, we would have to do it in a way where we create a safe space for people to express themselves without.
I'm sensitive when it comes to Jesus. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, I know plenty of people like it too. But okay, so that makes me feel a little dark with my answer. Well, not really dark, but I guess my question to God would just kind of be like, why did I have to go through some of the things I went through? You know what I mean? Because they say you go through everything for a reason, or God never brings you to something if He doesn't plan to bring you through it. Ray. But yeah, I think that's what I would ask. Like, why did I have to go through certain things? What was that supposed to teach me? You know what I mean? Like,
and that's fair.
You know what I mean? Like, I would just love to know, like, why did my dad have to die? You know, like, as I started to get to know him, like, what's the reasoning behind that?
Right.
So, yeah, I think I would want to know.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
I'm like purposely holding back from not continuing this discussion because I'm passionate about this.
Yes. Oof, child. Okay, so I think that's my turn.
Yes.
So let's ask a mental health-esque question because at 25 we're kind of stepping into that place where we realize how important our good mental health is to us getting to our futures and getting to where we need to be. Right. Our mental health has to be in check. All right. So, what is one thing that you had to unlearn this year?
One thing that I had to unlearn, okay, I think for me, one thing that I've always done is I've always tried to please people.
Oof.
And
say that.
And in me trying to please people, that oftentimes included me not speaking up for myself.
Yep.
And being quiet.
Yep.
And just not voicing my opinion and just being silent.
Right.
Like, I was, for so long in my life, I was just silent.
Right.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I would love to say, like, oh, when I was 21 or when I was 18, a younger adult, I learned this. But honestly, it was this year that I really got it. Like, no, I'm a grown-ass woman.
That's it.
And I can talk. I can say what I want. And what you go do.
That's it.
And not even to be, you know what I mean, in your face, not even to be a bully like that, but just kind of taking my power back and be like, no, I have things to say.
Right.
And what I have to say is important. And if you don't like that, that's okay.
Right.
Like, you're entitled to have your own opinion, but so am I.
Right.
Let me do that. And I've noticed that with me being more open and allowing myself and giving myself the space to do that, I've lost a lot of people.
Hello. Ooh.
I've lost people who said that they were my
come
friends.
With the territory? Yep.
Yeah, I lost people that claimed that they love me, and all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, you're different, you're changed." And it's like, well, what if I'm just growing up?
That's it.
What if I'm just loving myself?
That's
it's crazy how people will love the insecure you. They'll love the
because
damaged
it benefits them.
Right. They'll love the little timid you, but the second that you really start letting your personality out,
speak on it.
You know what I mean? The second you start letting your personality out, it's a problem.
It shakes them loose.
And then they start smearing your name. You heard how she be tripping. She said this. She said that. Where that came from? Oh, it must be the people she hanging with. It must be this. It must be that.
My God. Oh my gosh.
Bro,
yes.
I'm literally out here just trying to survive.
That's it.
And so why am I being punished for doing some stuff that I should have done a long time ago that you should have encouraged me to, being completely honest, being my friend? So,
and that is another part of the glow up that no one wants to talk about. On your way to glowing up, you are going to lose some people.
Absolutely.
Period. Because people are not going to like the fact that you switching up, because it's going to make something that they maybe don't like about themselves feel uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
So, oof.
And it is very uncomfortable, but I think that aspect of me unlearning that is gonna benefit me, and it has benefited me. It's given me so much power, and it released pressure.
Right.
Because when you're quiet and you're holding things in, and you're trying to live for somebody else, you have this weight on you that's crushing you, and it's making your other people around you feel amazing, but you're taking on all that stuff.
You more anxious, you more depressed.
Exactly. And I'm at a point, and I'm like, no, I've held your baggage.
That's it.
I've held it for so long. Why are you mad at me for wanting to put it down? Right. For wanting to put your bags down.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
Girl, I ain't got time. I need some real friends.
That's gonna be another episode idea when it comes to like building your tribe of friends.
Come on.
The kind of friends that you have to have in your tribe.
Ooh.
If you are truly gonna achieve that glow up, you have to check the people that you hang with first and foremost. After you check yourself,
absolutely,
that's important. But in the process of checking yourself, you end up checking the people around you. Oof.
What's that quote that says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future?
That's it.
Like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that had me stuck. I said, wait a second.
No, seriously.
What is my thing I had to unlearn? Okay. The biggest thing I had to unlearn this year was that my emotional health is my responsibility.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I, in the process of checking myself, I realized that I put a lot of my emotions on other people, and I expect them to nurture them. I expect them to hold it up. You know what I mean? And when they don't, I fall apart. And like, that don't even make no sense. You know what I mean? Because they're my emotions.
But in your head, it makes perfect sense.
In my head, it makes perfect sense. Because like, in my head, I'm like, you're my friend. Like, what you mean? Like, hold this for me.
Right,
like, don't
my business.
Don't you know I'm upset? Like, can't you just give me a break and hold this?
Exactly.
And it's like, no. Like, your friend is supposed to help guide you through the sadness and support you through the sadness. They're not supposed to hold that sadness or whatever emotion it is for you. And that required a lot of like accountability, you know, for myself. Like, and then just looking that my own actions cause me to react in negative ways. Right. You know what I mean?
Just being real with yourself.
So yeah, it was a hard lesson to learn. But now that I've grasped it, I think like the friendships that are coming to me are so much better and so much more authentic and genuine and loving and healthy. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was my thing.
Hey, that's what's up. Is it whose turn is it? My turn?
Your turn.
My turn. Okay. If you could, I probably already know this answer. That's so funny.
Oh Lord.
If you could go to any concert, dead or alive, who would it be?
None other than Michael the Joseph Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyone who knows me, just like V knows, I stand down for Michael Jackson.
That's like what we vibe over.
Like, listen, I've never gotten into a physical altercation a day in my life, but I'd probably take it there. If you came at Michael Jackson a little too crazy.
Right.
But yes, I absolutely would go to a Michael Jackson concert.
Okay.
And I was almost there.
I get that.
Until.
But you know what? I know this is going to surprise you.
Ooh!
I would not choose Michael Jackson.
No?
Let me explain why.
It better be one hell of a reason.
Have you ever seen, or okay, you have, but for those of y'all listening, Have y'all ever seen a Michael Jackson concert on DVD or video or YouTube or some shit?
The things are you gonna say because of how many people?
Yes. I can't
but no.
Because listen, if I go to see a Michael Jackson
that'd
concert,
be the one time I deal with people though.
I want to experience everything. I want to experience his energy. I want to experience the sweat, and I hate that shit. I hate when people do that sweat thing where they wipe off the sweat and throw it in the audience. It's so disgusting. But I would go through it all.
I would go through it all.
Listen, let somebody push me the wrong way in that audience. Let somebody pass out on me. let somebody pass out on me. You know what? I'd be pissed off. And who finna drive in that traffic? Matter of fact, I would. Who even finna sit? And I can't do it.
I would.
My anxiety.
Oh my God.
Listen, my anxiety is already bad.
Listen,
you know
I
what?
would take out a small loan.
Let me tell you what I would do. I would call Michael Jackson's management.
Stop it.
And I would be like, listen, I need y'all to make this one.
Stop it.
Record it. I need y'all to record this, put it out on video. I'll buy 100 of them. I'll do it. I'll pay the price of the ticket.
I want to be in the room.
I couldn't.
I need to be in the room.
Or if I did, okay, let me tell you what I would do. Because, I like to finesse. Right?
Come on, finesse.
Let me tell you. If I did go to a Michael Jackson concert, and side note, there's no other person that I would really, that's on his level to me. That I would go to, right? No. So anybody else like, oh, I would go, but whatever. But what I would do is if I went to avoid all that traffic and shit, I'd pass out.
I think I thought about it too. Only because I don't know if this is a true tea or a rumor, but I heard the people who pass out go backstage meet him. Right.
Yeah, they meet him.
So I think I would too. I think I'd be like, oh. But that's only
it's so hot.
That's only if I was in the back. You know what I mean? If I was in the back, yeah, sure, I'd fake and be fall out. But if I was right there in the front, I'd be like, listen, I'm just gonna have to take whatever L comes my way. What?
But yeah, so if you haven't figured it out, we love Michael Jackson. We both love Michael Jackson.
Wow.
And that's why I appreciate you so much because you're on my level of weird. You know what I mean? We're both super fans.
Listen.
And we be sitting there looking at Michael Jackson merchandise like it's baseball cards.
We be all up
little white kids looking at baseball cards.
We be searching through the hashtags on social media. But let me tell y'all a fun little story. That's actually how I met Vernisha. That's how I knew we were meant to be friends. Because when we first started, shout out to Holy Names, class of 2015?
Oh, girl.
Class of 2015. Wow, my God. But anyway, when I got there, I was nervous. College is new. But then I seen Vernisha. And what did she have on her? None other than that Michael Jackson tote bag. I said, well, I done found the first person in my college tribe. Thank you so much.
Listen, I was grown as hell
with
a Michael Jackson bag. And I think I had that shirt on too.
You sure did. And that's why I approached you because I said that felt like home to me. I was like, okay, I know that.
I had a whole Michael Jackson shirt with his face on it and everything in a bag.
The shirt and the bag. I said, yeah, I gotta go introduce myself. I walked up and was like, hey, diss me. And we've been confused for the same person ever since.
But that's actually kind of embarrassing, but man, I love him.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect.
I'll fight for him
right now. What you mean? Say something out the side of your neck and meet me outside. Think I won't.
Wow, that's so funny.
But anyway, let me not let the stand jump out on y'all. Okay, so what was the last movie that really just tore you up? Just resonated with your spirit, had you discombobulated for a couple days?
You know what? The movie In Time with Justin Timberlake.
Oh, shut.
So essentially, let me see if I can explain this in 5 seconds. So basically, it was a movie about where money didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Currency was time.
Yes.
So you paid your rent, you bought your food, you bought your car, you paid for your gas with time of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So for instance, a hamburger might be 5 minutes of your life. You know what I mean? And that's how you got paid. So when you went to work, you didn't get paid money, you got paid with time. And it was one of those situations where the rich had all the time in the world. They were almost eternal. And the poor was just trying to make it to the next week.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a movie that if you haven't watched it,
that movie's rough.
No, watch it. It is almost a game changer.
It is.
It's almost a game changer. It puts so much things into perspective. Shout out to Justin Timberlake because wow, I was like, okay, actor, singer, philanthropist, like come on, just everything fine as hell. Yes, that really made me a Justin Timberlake fan.
No, yeah, that movie. Oh god, that movie was so scary. And like when people's time would run out, they would just die. Like that was it. Like your whole life just done because you were poor.
It was like a machine.
It broke down like socioeconomic class because of course the rich had like millions and trillions of years,
right?
But then like the poor people, quote unquote, would only have like 20 minutes, and they'd have to go to work to earn 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Girl, I don't have time. I don't have time.
It was a lot. You gotta watch it. Like I don't know if y'all smoke. Like I don't know if y'all about.
Come on, whisper. You gotta whisper.
I had to whisper because I didn't know if like I didn't want everybody to
hear. So the feds don't hear.
But see, it's like I don't know if y'all get high, but like just kind of like just a little word of advice. Watch that movie after you had like a good one. All right, cool, boom.
Woo! You gonna be in your feelings for a second. Okay, mine was the movie Her, that starred Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson. It came out a couple years ago. Don't remember the year. It's like swept at award season, but basically it's a movie about a man falling in love with his artificial intelligence. So it's like everyone kind of had this personal assistant, kind of like Siri, that kind of lived in their head through like this earpiece, and like this person would like talk to them, keep them company, and like arrange their life, keep their schedules, whatever. Oh no! But like I guess a system update made the AIs a little bit more personable. So this one sensitive writer man,
sensitive as hell.
It's always a sensitive people. Like he fell in love with his AI, and it almost kind of seemed like his AI fell back in love with him. So they had this dope relationship. It was weird because it was so unconventional. But like you could tell like they deeply loved each other.
But did they have sex though? Like
they did. Like
what
he
did
kept
that look like?
Like it was kind of like I guess what phone sex would be like. So he's talking to a person in his head, and this person is responding back though. Like so that's what was tripping him out because like where it started as just like business kind of like this artificial intelligence was talking about she felt the things he was doing to her. Like so it was like intense. So basically,
I want to watch it.
And like this was happening with multiple people on different levels. So some were finding like true, authentic friendship through their AIs, that kind of thing. And it was becoming a thing where it was becoming accepted, like people being in relationships with their AIs.
Oh wow! I want you to ruin the movie and tell me how it ends.
Listen, because I'm finna. Sorry if this was a movie you were about to watch, but spoiler. But so at the end of the movie, okay, so the AI is constantly evolving its own software, right? And so at the end of the movie, this man is so in love. Like he's ready to spend the rest of his life. He's like, finally, I found the perfect woman who understands me, knows me, everything. And she, at the end of the movie, she's like, I have to go. Like, I'm an AI. I have to go be with my other AI people so we can develop and create. Like, almost like...
Wait, bitch, what?
Right. Like, she was like,
they were people?
Right. She was like, I have to go with them and, like, we have to figure out what this is together so I can't be with you anymore. Like, I'm going to go offline, like, forever or whatever and go be with these people and figure out what this is, like, what we're doing. And she just left him.
Oh,
that
bitch.
movie had, like, that was... Whoa, that movie, like when I tell you I cried because I was like, wow, to have someone touch your soul like that and then be like,
devastated.
He was devastated. But yeah, that movie was tough. And like I remember when I first heard about that movie, I thought it was crazy. I was like, oh, I don't know, we're gonna see no movie about a man falling in love with his computer. But then when I watched it, and I just watched this like a couple weeks ago, that story was so deep and like the story was just so well written that it had me in my feelings. I felt like a soulmate had just left me.
Oh no.
Oof, but
and I appreciate movies like that where it's good acting, it's good production,
yes,
it's good writing.
So good.
I love
so
that.
Good.
I absolutely love that.
So if you don't care about the spoiler I just gave, I highly recommend that movie because it was so beautiful.
Okay. All right, so we almost done. Woo, we almost done. We got a couple more.
Ooh.
So.
Already?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of. We kind of done. Almost. Okay, we'll see. Sorry.
Hopefully y'all are having fun and listening with us.
Yeah, like hopefully you guys are thinking about some stuff too, because I know we can talk a lot.
So, yes. Sorry, but not really that sorry.
Yeah, not really sorry. It just kind of is what it is, you know?
It is what it is.
But I hope you guys can hear me okay. Next question is, if you could tell your 10-year-old self...
Oh, shucks.
One piece of advice.
Oh, shucks.
What would
shucks.
that thing be?
If I had to talk to 10-year-old Sydney, I would tell 10-year-old Sydney, and sorry, this may be a little deep, but I would tell 10-year-old Sydney that she is worthy. Period. That, you know, all the stuff that has happened in your life, all the stuff that is going to happen in your life, don't ever forget that you're worthy of love and respect and to be treated, you know, to be treated like a decent human being. Yeah, that's what I would tell her, because I feel like if 10-year-old Sydney had like really known that and understood that, things would be different. I don't regret it. You know, I'm perfectly fine with learning the lessons that I've learned at this time, because I feel like, you know, divine timing, everything comes when it's supposed to come. But yeah, that's what I would tell her.
Okay. I think for me, it would be really similar, but I would just tell 10-year-old V to... No, you know what? I wouldn't even give her advice. I would just tell her that it gets better.
Okay.
I would just tell her, you know, what you're going through means something. Okay. You know, so it's not gonna, you're not always gonna feel how you feel now.
Right.
You know, you're going to live your dreams. You're gonna have some good things happen. You're gonna have a lot of bad things happen, but it's gonna be worth it. And it's only going to get better.
I like that.
That's what I would tell. Because there was a lot of times when I was younger where I didn't know if it was gonna get better. So I would just kind of be that reassurance, like, hey sis, don't trip.
Right, like, you good?
Right, just keep living. You're doing good.
Right. And I would give little Sydney permission to be awkward. Like, your awkwardness, your weirdness is perfectly fine. Like, it's fine.
Weird,
you're still
girl. Be
more
weird.
weird. Like, be more weird.
Yeah.
Right. Like, you're still gonna have friends. Like, people are still gonna love you with your little weird ass. But keep on.
Be more weird. No,
keep on keeping on.
That? Can I be like both of our things? Because
yes.
Girl, I was weird as hell. And for wait, okay, no, that's a lie.
Help me.
I am weird as hell.
Still,
like, let's
to
just
this
put that
day.
in. And I would try to fight it so hard, and it just came off wrong. I'd be like, girl, if you don't embrace your weird,
that's it.
If you don't embrace your awkward, if you don't embrace your little clumsy self,
right?
Love every little piece of that.
That's it.
Because that is still gonna be your personality 10 years later. Shoot, so
it never leaves you, girl. So get comfortable. My goodness. Okay, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. So, kind of piggybacking off of that a little bit, kind of, sort of, but not really. But what is your most toxic trait? Because this is a self-check moment. Because at 25, we should be regularly checking ourselves.
My most toxic trait?
Yes.
Okay. So because I'm older, I'm able to come to terms with some things. And I do know that I am quick to close off.
That's it.
Like, if I feel like a relationship is not going how I need it to go, or I feel like it's just too much confrontation or it's too much negativity, I'm quick to shut down. And if you want to leave, I'm like, let me help you pack.
That's
you know what I mean?
Bye, I don't need you no way.
No, seriously, like and I know that's something that I really want to change, because especially lately, I have not been given a fuck. Like, you want to leave, don't come back, don't apologize. That shit is permanent.
Don't need you.
No, seriously. And I know that's my most toxic trait. I'm so quick to be like, bye. Bye. We didn't need you no way. No, you didn't hear me. Bye. You know? I'm so quick. And the thing is, when I get to that point, it's like a cement wall with bricks in front of it and stones in front of that. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like, once that wall gets up, it's like, no, don't talk to me. Right. Don't apologize. Like, there's a wall, and I know it's my defenses. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at this moment.
Oof, child. No, I would have to say the same. That is definitely one of my toxic traits that I'm working on. Another one of my most toxic traits is doing things for people that they didn't ask for and then getting mad when they don't react the way I want them to.
Well, that's good.
So, like, if I overextend myself for someone, and then they do something that I don't feel is worthy or like doesn't measure up or isn't equal to what I just did for them.
So real.
I will get mad and be like, how dare you not do this for me after I did this for you? Like, you didn't ask me to.
But why is that so normal though?
It's so, like, I have no idea. I'm still exploring why that's so normal and why that came so like second nature to me. But yeah, like, I know I do that a lot. I will go above and beyond for people that I love, you know. And I think that may be like having to check your motives. Maybe I need to check my motive.
Yes.
It's like, so am I doing this because I genuinely want to?
Right.
Or am I doing this to like kind of one up on you? Like, so I gave you one, that means you won't have to give me one in the future. You know? Right. Ooh, wow, that was a self-check moment.
Right?
But
and the crazy thing is people don't even realize that that's what they're doing. They don't even realize that their motives are messed up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because they try to pretend like, oh, I'm so genuine, I'm so real, I'm so nice, I'm so giving.
That's it.
And it's like, but for what? Like, there's a reason for it. It's not like it's just in your heart. Because for people that it's just in their heart, you give without expecting anything.
That's
back.
it.
And that's not a drag, because I definitely have characteristics like that.
No,
too.
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Girl.
Absolutely. And that's what be making, like, if you notice when most relationships end or friendships end, whatever, that's one thing that like both parties will always go to, like, I did this for this person, girl. I did this for this person, girl. I did this for you, and it's like, but who asked you to?
Right?
Did they ask you to do that for them? You know what I mean? Because like,
no, that's me. I'd be like, girl, I got a list.
Quick to give you the list. Like, girl, remember that one time when I went to the store for you when you was crying? Like, but did you ask me to?
Exactly.
No. And it's not to say that you're only supposed to do the things your partner or your friend asks of you, but just, like I said, just to check yourself, check your motive. Why am I doing this? Exactly. Am I doing this because I genuinely care about this person and want to relieve some of their stress? Or am I doing this so that way when I ask for a favor later, I will in some toxic way make them feel obligated to do it for me because I did something for them?
Right.
So,
that's real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I'm still working on it. I can't say like I'm completely free of that spirit yet, but it's something that I'm now aware of.
I mean, side note, like, thank you for being so honest and transparent, because some of these questions are like, cool, they're like, oh, ha ha ha, whatever, but some of these are like in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thank you for being transparent. Like, it's taken a lot for both of us to do this.
Listen, because none of us want to paint ourselves to be like the bad guy, or like we all want to present or project this image of perfection. Like, I do everything right.
No,
like,
right.
No, I be out here messing up just like everybody else.
And I think that's why this is so important. You know, there's so many people out here trying to pretend that, oh, I just woke up like this.
That's it.
Oh, I'm just so good naturally. Oh, I'm just so talented naturally. And they're not honest about, well, no, actually, I had some pretty messed up motives, and I had to check myself, and I had to grow as a person. That's it. You know what I mean? Or, no, actually, I wasn't always talented. I actually had to work for this really hard, long hours, and now I'm Beyonce. You know what I mean? Actually, oh, wow, that was not shade.
No. Or, wait a minute, wait a minute. Not that she gonna listen to this, but girl,
no, that was not.
We don't even play like that. We love Beyonce. We respect Beyonce around here.
No, seriously, like, not at all. Like, she's the queen. She's everything.
No, we live for her over here. Don't get it twisted.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get exactly what you're saying.
Like, you don't wake up being Beyonce.
That's
you gotta work hard, hard. Like, Beyonce had to work to be Beyonce.
I was just about to say, like, there's probably listen,
like, there was Beyonce, and then there was Beyonce. Like, Beyonce had to work to become Beyonce. You know what I mean?
Just listen to her last couple projects, all the things that she's been through. Yes. Like, I'm pretty sure Beyonce had to do a lot of self-checking to continue being Beyonce.
Absolutely.
Oof.
Okay, so this one is kind of a funny one.
Okay.
So, if you could marry any superhero, who would that fine, muscular, nice, oiled up man be with the six-pack?
I would marry T'Challa, known as the Black Panther.
That's so funny.
First of all, he is so fine. But just like, I don't know, just that image of that strong black man, you know.
That was sexy.
Impenetrable. Like, he had like this bulletproof suit, you know, like that was very political. I see what y'all did there. You know, he had white people shooting at him, but they wasn't getting through his suits. Like,
right.
But yes, the Black Panther.
Okay, now listen, on that same little note, I couldn't marry this man. But my little side piece, absolutely. This absolutely would be M'Baku.
Yes.
My side piece though. But this is why I couldn't marry that man. because he's very like old school, very like women should stay in their place, and I'm a man, and I'm big and strong, and I'm the head. Yeah, our personalities would crash. And I can't have nobody talking to me like that. But I sure could look at that fine chocolate just drizzled. I could look at him all day. M'Baku is everything. But you know who I think I could vibe with? And this might be really weird.
Who?
Iron Man.
Whoa, yes.
Is that weird?
There's something about that arrogance.
That's
a little sexy.
And I just can imagine us staying up so late having discussions that turned into mini arguments.
Yes.
You know, that turned into other things.
Come on. It get a little heated, get a little passionate. You be like, oh yeah. You want a challenge? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I love a good discussion and a good debate. And I feel like he would give me that without, still doing his little asshole thing.
Right.
But it wouldn't get disrespectful per se.
Okay. Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like he would be able to stimulate me mentally.
Right.
I also feel like he have enough money to take me on vacations. And he have enough money to take me on vacations. And I could get the car.
He got money.
And I feel like we would be friends. We would be friends.
I can see that. Friends with bennies.
Married. Lovers.
And that's that'd be so. What a complete relationship.
Yeah, so I think me and Iron Man is like, we're just good. Hey, shout out Iron Man.
Shout out. And Robert Downey Jr. too. He fine.
He is so cute. Oh my God.
Ooh, his little self. Okay, next question. Which one do I want to ask next? If you could make one thing illegal, what would it be?
If I could make one thing illegal?
One thing illegal. What would it be?
Oh, shoot. You go first.
Mine would be racism.
Oh.
Because if racism was illegal, it would solve so many of my problems. It would calm so much of my life down. Because you know what I mean? Like, as a black woman, like, it's hard. It lends to my depression, like, to my already existing anxiety, just to know that the outside world around me is in turmoil because of my skin color. Like,
absolutely.
Like, how do you wrap your head around that somebody don't like you just because of what your skin color is? Not because I'm loud, not because I'm raggedy, not because, maybe one of my knees is higher than the other, they don't like me, whatever. They don't like me because of my skin color. Well, I guess the knee thing would be a fucked up reason not to like someone too. But you know what I mean. You know what I was trying to say. Like, you know what I mean?
You see them knees, them knock-ass knees.
Knock-ass knees. Well, I guess that's the same thing. But yeah, like, just knowing that people like really want to cause me harm because I'm black, like, absolutely. Wow. So yeah, if I could make that illegal, whoa, a lot of you, we wouldn't have the president we have now. But whatever. That's
actually my next answer. If I could make anything illegal, I would make it illegal for our current president his entire administration to be in politics.
That's it.
And to run the country like they can do it. It's illegal, and if they do it, it's punishable by death row.
That's it. Because how dare you? How dare you get up here and not know nothing?
Oh, arrogant ass.
He don't know nothing.
He don't know nothing.
Damn. That's like putting me in the White House. I would just be like, well, shit, I don't know.
Listen. Come
I'm
on.
like, well, hell, I don't know what they want.
Like, that's what I'm paying you for.
Exactly.
What?
Like, the fact that he's even in there is just an insult to America's intelligence. Like, wow, y'all really think we that stupid?
He makes my eye twitch. He makes my skin itch. I
gotta have 3 to 5 years of experience for an entry level position.
I gotta make 3 to 5 years to get $15 an hour. So what you talking about?
But they let a celebrity, they let the host of The Apprentice be the president.
Host of The Apprentice.
Okay. Don't even talk to me.
Right. That's why when other people, when I hear foreign people, they be talking hella shit, and I just be sitting there like, you right.
You right as hell.
You right.
Listen, I would let people talk all the shit they want about America because they right. They are right. Ugh. Anyway, your turn.
Right. Next question. If you could meet 3 people alive. What? Sorry, if you could meet 3 famous people who are currently alive, who would you meet?
Oh, come on. You go first. I don't think about that one.
Okay, definitely Oprah.
Ooh.
First of
just
all,
let me touch the hem of your garments.
You're hella funny.
Please, Oprah, please.
Listen, here. First of all my people would be black. Okay, they would be black. And
I mean, that's just essential to my life right now.
So anybody on Oprah's level, I would love to meet them. Oprah, but honestly, I would love to meet people around my age who are up and coming and developing. Yes. So, like Issa Rae, I would love to meet her.
That was gonna be my list, my girl Issa Rae. Shout out to her.
Love to meet her. And my third person, only because I'm such a big fan of Jesus and Jollof.
Yes. Come on,
it would have to be Yvonne.
Shout out Yvonne Orji. Lovey Ajayi.
It would have to be her. I just think she's so pretty. I think she's so chocolate. I'm chocolate. Like, we should vibe off that.
Right. Come on.
I think she's so talented. More than that, I think she's funny. I just love her, and I love her rise. I love her flow up.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm loving her process, and I mean, I think she's already approached her glow up. But if you listen to Jesus and Jollof, which, can we add a link or something?
Yeah, we're actually gonna add a link to this episode because we highly recommend that podcast. It's amazing.
It is amazing, and in future episodes, like, you'll hear us quoting it quite often because
they speak.
Yes, we get the notifications and we be like, ooh, okay, it's on. You better
right. You listen. You taking notes.
I'm gonna take notes. I be taking notes. Listen.
Heck yeah. What you mean?
So it would definitely be those three women. Oprah, because Auntie Oprah, she got all the answers, and she could definitely help me to become the businesswoman that I would like to be. And the crazy thing about being with successful people is you don't even have to interview them. You don't even have to ask them all the questions. Just hang around them.
That's it.
Just
watch. We don't even have to speak. I just want to be in the room.
You know what I mean?
I just want to be in the
Oprah,
room.
if by small chance you ever hear this, listen, it's a dream of mine. I believe in speaking things into existence.
I was about to say, we finna speak that right now on this recorded
Come
tape.
on, Oprah. Come on, Issa Rae. Come on, Yvonne.
Hey,
listen.
Hey.
Speaking things into existence. One day we gonna all have lunch together. How about that?
What?
And it's gonna be amazing.
I can't wait to put that on my Google Calendar.
And Yvonne, you bring the jollof, we bring some fried chicken. We gonna make it happen.
Hey, baby. Oh wow, I love that.
Yes, we're gonna make it happen. We just wanna have a potluck in this thing and talk about Jesus and business and success and be happy and jolly and stuff.
That's it.
Sorry,
it's all good, y'all. Technical. All right,
that's what happens when your studio is in the house.
Studio is in the apartment. Shout out, episode 1. Hopefully, we'll glow up to a studio, we'll flow up to a studio. Hallelujah! All right, so my list are actually I have two of the same as you. So mine is Issa Rae, Oprah, and Beyonce.
Okay, Beyonce.
3 prominent, dope Black women who are running their respective industries right now. And they also represent 3 different places in my life, I feel. So Issa Rae, I love her so much because I relate so much. You know what I mean? Shout out to her for giving awkward Black girls visibility. And I make sure to emphasize Black because awkward is not new. Right. Awkward is something we've seen in television, film, heard it in music forever. But they've always had white faces. You know what I mean? Black girls have never been quote unquote allowed to be awkward. We always have to be Black excellence, Black girl magic, just at the top, at the prime. But some of us are a little bit awkward, Right, but that don't make us any less Black excellence. Right. But anyway, so she kind of represents where I am right now. Beyonce, she is so dope. She's
cute,
pretty as hell.
So pretty.
She has her husband. She has her family on lock. She is really out here glowing. And, that's another level I'm trying to get to in my life. And then, of course, Mama Auntie Oprah.
Come on, Auntie.
The elder, just the keeper of all the wisdom and everything. Like I said before, let me just touch the hem of your garments.
Let me just be in your presence.
Please. So, yes, I'm speaking that into existence.
Come on.
Before I leave this earth, I will have met all 3 of those women, and all 3 of those women will have a significant impact on my life.
Listen.
And they're going to lead me to my glow up. I believe it.
And before we turn 35,
come on,
2 of them is going to happen.
Hallelujah.
Go happen.
Hallelujah. That's 10 years from now? We got it.
10, yes. Come on.
I better have met one of these 3 people in 10 years.
Sure, I better have met 2.
Okay.
What you talking about?
Otherwise, I'm going to get up there to heaven and be like, hey, so look, You have to put me back.
We gotta go back.
I'm gonna need you to put me back real quick because I only got 2 people on this list.
Right.
All right. So is that my turn or is it your turn?
Your turn.
My turn. Okay, so we got another mental health question because that's one thing we want to make sure that we're being open and transparent about. So it's a 2-part question. What is one healthy coping mechanism you have when life is too overwhelming? And what is one unhealthy coping mechanism that you have?
All right, so how honest are we being right now?
I think we need to be as honest as humanly possible.
Okay. Okay. So a healthy coping mechanism that I have, I like to work out. I'm growing.
Hey.
I like to work out. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing it for a while. Like, we've been doing it for
a
while.
Yes,
like,
we have.
Sid is my workout buddy.
Yes. We out here losing weight, y'all.
Trying to.
No, we doing it. We doing it. Slowly.
We
flowing up to our
Lord Jesus.
Our goal weight.
I'm fluctuating. I'm on a roller coaster. Listen. But anyway. So I notice now that when I'm having a bad day or I'm stressed out or I'm overworked or whatever the case may be, if I go to the gym and I just kill it,
that's it.
Like, I get on a treadmill and actually run, I could run, y'all.
Hey, at an incline too.
At an incline. I couldn't do that last year.
Hello?
I could not do that last year. I'm out here doing burpees and stuff.
Let's talk about it.
Push-ups.
Let's talk about it then.
Like, what? Who are we?
Shoot, last year, the beginning of this year, wasn't doing no burpees. You would ask me to do a burpee in January, I'd be like, okay, cute. Yeah, so what you really want me to do?
But yeah, so I think that is actually a really healthy, although I would love to see more results, more drastic results.
Right.
That's something that is a healthy coping mechanism for me.
Ooh, come on.
So, an unhealthy, and you know what? This is just a matter of perspective.
Okay.
Fair. Because there's some people who are totally against marijuana.
That's it. Ooh.
There are some people who are totally against weed, totally against edibles, totally against, just the THC, CBD world,
right?
And I'm not against it
at all. What you mean? Life is too hard.
I actually
it's a plant.
Kind of embrace it.
It grows from God's green earth.
No, seriously, like, I'm not gonna lie, I embrace it, and it's something that I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's something that I enjoy, and it's something that definitely takes the edge off. It's something that definitely takes the pain away, because I do have physical things that is going on with my body that it helps with a lot, and so it's something that I do. I don't think it's unhealthy, but let some people tell it, and they like, oh, girl, you one step away from hell, so... I don't know.
Won't the Bible belts come out? My God.
I don't know. Personally, whatever. It's helping me. Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to say like someone should try it or not try it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just saying, as far as my coping mechanisms, that's something that has helped me in my past and in my present. And you know what? Probably in my future.
That's
but you know, mind your business. So.
Mind your business, please and thanks. Healthy coping mechanisms. I would have to follow up and also say the gym. And the gym has become, like, I don't know, like, our gym experience has been, like, so weird and so cool. Because, like, we used to hate it. Like, detest it.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Like, how did that change?
Detest it.
Yeah.
But, like, now we love it because it's kind of helped us get through, like, our emotional bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, whereas at first we started out just doing it out of obligation. Like, oh, we got to go to the gym to snatch this waste or whatever. But now it's almost like you said, like, when I have bad days, I'll be like, ooh, at least I'm about to go to the gym tonight. Like, I'm about to run it out on that treadmill.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or I'm going to work it out in this way. So, thankfully, that has become a healthy coping mechanism.
Right.
What else is a healthy one? Writing stories. Like, so...
Oh, nice.
I like to picture things. Like, I like to give all my emotions and scenarios characters and put them in a different context or in a different world. So that way, it kind of gives me a chance to take the emotions off of myself for a second, like step outside of my emotions. And that's how I kind of compartmentalize them and kind of process them is through writing short stories.
Nice.
And singing too. What is an unhealthy one? I guess it's the one that's followed me all of my life is eating. Last year I kind of had to come to the realization that I had a food addiction. Because it, like, and I like to cover it up and say like I was a foodie. Like, oh, I'm a foodie. I just like
oh, that term.
I just like to taste food. That's it. But it was so much deeper than that. I was eating food to avoid feeling sad. Absolutely, I was eating food to avoid feeling anger or guilt or whatever. And I was also eating food when I felt happy. So I was just eating, you know, like, and it's still something that comes up from time to time. Like, sometimes I'll just get way too sad. And if I feel like the emotion is too heavy, I'm like, oh, girl, we're not going to do this. Go eat some cereal. Like, we finna eat some cereal right now. I'm not hungry. I just ate dinner like an hour and a half ago. Like, my stomach is cool. My body is chilling. But my mind is like, nope, we're not finna deal with this right now. So, you know what we about to do? We about to eat. Because when we eat, we feel happy.
That's true.
And that's all we want to feel is happy.
That's true.
So that is definitely something that has gotten better, but absolutely something I still struggle with.
Wait, can I redo mine?
Sure.
Can I redo mine? Let me get this wine real quick.
Come on. Yes, because we are drinking wine in here, because that's what's going to happen.
Exactly. So, okay, so I'm going to change mine. Mine is now sleeping.
Whoa.
I would sleep to
Let's
avoid
talk about it. Let's talk about
things. I would be stressed out, or I would be upset with someone, or I would go through some things, and I'd be like, you know what I'm going to do? Go to sleep.
Because let me tell you.
Take a nap.
Emotions don't exist in sleep.
It doesn't.
They go away.
Absolutely doesn't.
They go away when you sleep.
And it just makes everything so much better until it doesn't.
Until you wake up and you still feel
exactly.
shitty.
And that's when it's like, oh, okay, maybe I should have slept a little longer.
You like, oh, let me just go back to sleep. It's fine.
That's what the problem is.
I've already been asleep for 6 hours. It's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Who cares if I go back to sleep?
Okay. Next question.
Come on.
I don't know if you guys watch American Horror Story.
Oh, I don't.
But shout out American Horror Story. That is my show. I have faithfully watched every single.
I'm too scary for that.
I have watched every single season multiple times. I love it. So basically, a new season just came out last week, right? It's only episode 1. And this season is American Horror Story Apocalypse. So let me tell you what happened. So basically, the first episode wasn't too clear, but basically it was some type of nuclear war going on.
Oh shit.
So we don't know who started it, what happened, but the show started with the news broadcaster basically saying like, this is it. It's happened. Tokyo. And he was listing a whole bunch of other countries and continents that are destroyed. They're no longer there.
Oh shit.
So they're like Paris gone, Japan gone. Like he was, other places gone. He was like, yeah, we only have an hour left, and in this time next hour, we're all gonna be dead. Good luck.
Wow.
Basically.
Wow. I think I just have to lay down.
Right. So that was basically the extent of what happened, but there was like a secret society, I'm just gonna call them the government, who was selling tickets for $100 million to basically be saved. So whoever can afford this $100 million ticket could be saved, right? And turned out, I don't want to give too much spoilers because you guys should definitely watch the episode, but it basically, after the world ended, because it did end, the bombs came, whoever was saved, whoever had the money was saved, and whoever was genetically fit, whatever, was saved.
Wow. And
they had to create a new society, and the new society was like this very old way of thinking,
very conservative.
It was very it's like very like 1400s type of society.
Oh wow.
So my question is, so my question is, if that happened, if you were told on the news that you had 1 hour to live and you had the money, you had the $100 million, you had the money, would you pay for that ticket to survive in a world that you know you would hate, or would you just go ahead and just give up?
Oof.
Did that make sense?
No, that made perfect sense. I wouldn't call it giving up, but I definitely would just go ahead and go out, because I wouldn't want to pay all that money to live in a world A, that I hate, and B, without all of the people I love. So if I couldn't take you, my mama, my sisters, Ashley, Luna, all of my other friends, like if I couldn't bring them with me, I wouldn't want to continue life without those people.
Yeah.
So I would just be like, all right, I guess we just all gonna die together. Everybody high five. I love y'all. Like,
right. Just call each other on the phone. Like,
call
it's
each other.
real.
Like, I'm finna see y'all on the other side. Like, I know I'm not gonna know who you are when we get there, girl.
Call the
like,
people you don't like bitch.
And let me tell you, since you wanted to be so loud about everything.
Hey, since you want to talk.
Since you wanted to be reckless on Instagram and stuff, let's go ahead and fight about it then real quick. I got an hour left.
I'd be so petty.
I got an hour left. Come on, run me the fade. No, but like, yeah, like, so I think if I couldn't take the people I loved, and I would already hate the world, period,
girl,
because I feel like if I hated the world but I could bring my crew with me.
Okay, but what if you didn't know? Like, what if you didn't know that you would hate the world? If all they told you is, hey, you got to pay this $100 million, you can't take everybody with you, but you can live. So that's all the information.
So just live?
Just live. That's all the information.
Oh, but I don't know, like, if they can go too.
No, you know that they cannot go because there's only enough money for one ticket.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't go.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, actually, same. I wouldn't do it because here's the thing. I would spend my hour getting right with Jesus. I would spend my hour. I'm going to tell you exactly how my hour would be spent, okay?
I'd be like, so Lord.
I would spend 20 minutes of my time calling everybody I need to, like, hey, I love you, like, it's been real. I'm not going to make it home, okay, whatever. And in each one of those conversations, I would be like, okay, but look, when you hang up the phone with me, I know this is tough. I know this is hard, but I need you to pray.
Please, like, I need you to just talk to somebody real quick for me. I'm going to put them on the phone. Okay, I'm going to pass you the phone.
And then after I did all that, I would get off the phone and I would make my peace with Jesus. I would pray. I would make sure that my soul is saved. I would make sure that I'm right. Because look, when I die, let me tell you what's not finna happen.
I wish you would. I wish I would go to hell.
I'm not finna get blown up on this earth and then go to hell.
That's it.
That's not about to happen.
Oh, that's another episode we could have bookmarked. But yeah, no, same.
Shoot, play me not. What you talking about?
You know. Okay, that's real. No, that's real. That's true. Because I was going to sit here in front with a fantasy like, oh, I'm pretty sure by the time Jesus will know my heart, the Lord will know my heart. I would just rather spend time with my... No, but yeah, that's real. I can see that. Yeah, but even though I feel like I would send a group text to everybody else like, hey, y'all, wow, love y'all. It's been real. But be on the phone with my mama the remaining like 59 minutes. I'm like, fair. Mommy.
That's fair. Pray with your mama. That's fair. That's fair.
I just like, okay, I don't know what you want to talk about, but we got 58 minutes left, so just talk to me, girl.
I love you, and Jesus loves you, and He is.
Girl, we finna be up in there in heaven. I hope He give us our mansions next door to each other, girl. I can't wait to see you.
Green grass, no sickness, no disease, no tiredness.
This waist finna be snatched. Yes, God. Because I believe in snatched waists.
Come
in heaven.
On. It has to be snatched waist. Everybody snatched.
Well, like, what if that's like what it's like when you get to heaven? You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily snatched waists, but whatever anyone like idealizes as their perfect body, that's what you have when you get into heaven. You know what I mean? Whatever. Okay, but anyway. Okay, so you just asked a question.
Yes.
So my question is, what is your musical or anything in life guilty pleasure? No, I'm gonna say musical. Like, what's a artist or somebody you listen to that you would probably get roasted for?
Okay, you know what? No, my family always talk shit about this. Okay, listen. I cannot help it. I love me some country western music. I
do. No, baby, let them know.
Yeah, that's my shit. That's my shit. I love me some country western music.
That's hella funny.
And I can't help it. I cannot. I've tried because people just roast me, but it's something about the country western. It
just be resonating with you.
Yes, it's kind of like white people's soul. No, seriously. It's kind of like white people's soul.
More Caucasian soul, yes.
It's so good, though. Sometimes. And there's levels to it, too. There's levels to country western music.
Uh-huh.
But, man, if you just give it a try, you'd be like, dang, for real?
That is so funny.
Yes, and I live for country western mashups. So the mashups between country western and R&B. So some songs that you might know, like Irreplaceable. I live for stuff like that. That's a country western mashup.
Let's talk about that. One song. What was that song? Nelly and what was it? Tim McGraw.
That's my.
All in my head.
That is my song. Listen, back when iPods were big. Back when iPods was big. And you know how your iPod had like your favorite tracks or whatever? Yeah. You had your favorite tracks. That was always in the top 3, I promise.
That is so funny.
Because, and mind you, when that song came out, I was young, right?
Oh no, that song was everything.
Yeah, when that song came out, I was so young. So I had never experienced any of that.
Right,
but in my head, like when I got finished listening to that song, I was like, that
you were shook.
I was like, how dare he? How dare he do that? Shoot.
That is so
I was so
funny.
in my emotions, but that is to this day, that's my song. Let that song come on the radio.
Right now. Full blast.
What you talking about? I don't care who in the car.
I just keep picturing you with him. And it hurts so bad.
Yes, that is it. That is it.
Okay, what would mine be? Okay, mine is... it's actually kind of embarrassing too, because like in retrospect when I think about it, but my musical guilty pleasure is Mindless Behavior. I don't know if you... First of all, Mindless Behavior had the hits. I'm not finna argue with nobody about it. Like, I'm not finna talk to you.
With
sure,
their cute little young self.
Right, like they may have been 12.
They were like,
but let me tell you that
-7.
My nigga. But that first album, whoever was writing those songs,
Vincent
on
Herbert.
point. Yikes. But like that shit was on point, and I remember because like me and my best friend Ashley, shout out to her.
Hey, how you doing, girl?
Hey, girl. So we loved. Well, I kind of drug her in to my love for Mindless Behavior because that was me and my sister's thing.
Yeah.
But like we had the posters up. We paid money to go to a concert at the Fox Theater to Mindless Behavior. And like I'm telling you, at the time we're like 18.
Yeah.
And these kids are like, what, like 13, 14 maybe like at the 14. Time. So it was a little weird. But let me tell you, that music went off. Even their second album was
light-skinned, dark-skinned.
Hey. Where is Mrs. Right? I'm trying to see her. That song, that whole album
went
off.
That was a good song. Shout out Mindless Behavior.
Shout out to Mindless Behavior.
I'm just speaking stuff into existence. Mindless Behavior finna listen to this. Come on.
Oprah
finna listen to this.
Send us
Issa,
the email.
Right? Come on, everybody. Yes.
Hey, listen, Issa, if you want to send us an email, just let us know you listen. We won't say nothing. We won't tell nobody.
Nothing.
We will not use your name for clout. Right, we will not use your name for clout. None of that.
Yeah.
That'll
just be like a personal little...
Like a personal
secret.
Victory, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, Oprah. Oprah's people. I'll take it. Oprah's people.
Hey, listen, what you want us to do? Hey, how y'all doing? Okay. So that was my question. What's your question?
Oh, okay. So let's talk about friends. So how has your outlook on friends changed from when you were in, let's say high school to now? So high school being what? How old are you in high school? 14?
Just about.
To 17 or 14 to 18, whatever, to now being 25.
Woo. Okay. Well, being in high school, I definitely looked at friends as things to have. To cure loneliness and for social status. And that's not to say the friendships I had at that time didn't mean anything to me.
Right.
But that's what it meant to have friends. Like, okay, like, oh, I'm in school. Like, I have people who also talk to me. I have people to sit at lunch with. I have people to talk to in class.
Right.
Sometimes they come to my house or whatever. But now at 25, I view friends as people to do life with.
Right.
As people to build the life that I want with. And to kind of support me and be there for me, like on my journey to get to where I'm going.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually agree 100% what you just said. For me, but it changed. Because one thing, I will start with this. My mom always told me, you ain't got no friends. You ain't got no friends, period. Like, she would always tell me that, like, people don't know how to be real friend.
Let's talk about it.
And she would say that all the time, and I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it at all. Because when I was younger, when I was in high school, friends was something that you needed. Like, oh, you needed your friends.
Exactly.
Your friends was your livelihood.
Who else was gonna show up to your birthday party?
Right. Like, your friends was like something ride or die. And I
Right.
think now in my age, I can say the mentality that I have is I don't have friends, I have family.
That's it. I've chosen family.
Yeah, so I either have family. Like, here's the thing: if you consider yourself my so-called friend,
mm-hmm.
you either fit into two categories. You're either my family or my associate. Period.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
You either have some serious ass knowledge about me.
Hello?
You know what I mean? You have some secrets, you know,
right.
or you're just somebody that I get along with, and we can occasionally go to happy hour. And you know what I mean? And I wish you well and you wish me well.
That's it.
And neither one is bad.
At all.
Like, if you're an associate, you know, that's not bad. It's either saying that... okay, I don't want to say that. But it's not bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. It's just what it is. And it's not even saying, like, there's levels, because it's just, like I said, just what it is. So, look, I have family, you know, and I'm very serious about my family. So if I consider you my family, like... You have my love.
That's it. Forever.
Yeah, you have my love. And, you know, we could be mad. We
mm-hmm.
can argue. We could be upset. But the truth of the matter is, where you going? You know too much.
You know way too much about me.
Like, what you talking about? It's blood in, blood out.
Hey, so I'm just going to say this right now. To all my friends who are listening to this, we are in this forever. Because chances are, you know way too much about me.
You know way too much.
Which means, like, if we get mad at each other, guess what? We going to be mad. For however many days we're going to be mad, but we still going to talk about it. You just not going to not be my friend no more.
Yeah, like, is that even an option?
No. At this point, no. At this point, right now, no. If you were gone before this point, I wish you the best, but you could stay gone.
Right.
But the people who are with me now, nah, sorry.
But you know what? And even to kind of take it a little bit further, like, when things like that happen, when confrontation happen, that's when you really find out, like, who's your real friends. I'll give you a perfect example. I had a really big argument. Actually, it wasn't even really an argument. It was a misunderstanding
mm-hmm.
with one of my friends. And it was one of those things that I was like, oh, no, I don't know if we're going to be able to survive this.
That's it.
But we were able to sit down like two women, like two black women. We hashed it out. And at the end of the conversation, she had her point across. I had my point across. At the end of the conversation, we were laughing. All right, girl, I love you. Have a good night.
And that's so beautiful.
You know what I mean? Versus I had another friend at the end of the conversation, she was cussing me out. And I was like, oh, girl, so.
Yep. Because let's talk about how.
I wish y'all could see my face.
Right.
Y'all can't see my face.
Let's just talk about how, like, true friends. Like, when you're truly friends with someone, there's no room for either of you's ego.
Exactly.
And I had to learn that the hard way. Like, a friend that I just recently made this year, she's probably one of... Let me not say that because I don't want people to get in their feelings.
Like, but, I know you for how long?
I know you for how long? You just gonna say that about a new bitch? No.
I'm like, oh, so this...
But, like, I've only known her, like, I want to say, since March. But she's probably one of the most intense, authentic friends that I probably could have. Mm-hmm. And recently we had a disagreement not too long ago, and I had to check myself. Like, it could have almost ended because of my ego being in the way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because there was a disagreement, but I didn't want to talk about it at first because I felt like, you know, oh, you should know better, or, oh, you know, you hurt my feelings and that's it. But anyway, before I start ranting,
I know, I'm like,
because I will go deep into it. Yeah, we'll save that for another episode. But basically, I kind of had to check myself and put my ego to the side and realize that this person is more valuable than what I feel in the moment. Like, this person is more valuable than my hurt feelings.
Absolutely.
So,
and
anyway.
that's good discernment, because sometimes
good.
Because look, sometimes the people in your life,
they're gonna hurt you. Period.
But sometimes it's not worth it. Okay, different episodes.
You gotta learn what is. Anyway, shout out to my boo Luna. I love you. So anyway, is it my turn?
It's your turn. I'm out.
Oh, you out of questions, girl?
I
got like 50 left more. Okay, what is one thing you learned this year at 25 that you didn't know about yourself?
One thing.
Or like, what is one truth that you're finally accepting, like something that you may have always known in the back of your head, but now you say it loud and proud?
Yeah. So I kind of mentioned this a little bit, but I'll kind of reiterate. So one of the things, remember earlier I was like, oh, I never really used to talk a lot.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I didn't know that I could kind of get hype.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that I could be that extra ass person.
Uh-huh.
And one thing that I'm learning is that I can be, and it's weird.
You know why?
I could be a little extra. Like, I'm extra with my best friend. Shout out best friend Haley L. You know, I could be extra with my best friend with a select few. You know what I mean? But right. I'm learning to be my authentic self regardless to who's around. So I'm starting to be, so if you guys don't know, I'm an entrepreneur. I'll explain that at a later date. Shout
out to her. She's running businesses on her own, my nigga.
Wow, thank you. Wow, oh my God, that was
she so ain't sweet. Clocking in like the rest of us.
I am not clocking in. But, you know, when I run my business and when I meet with my clients and I meet with my associates and things like that, I am always the same person.
Right.
You know, and I'm working on just jumping in that 100% unapologetically. And what I'm learning is because I'm being my authentic self and I'm not really thinking about the consequence, you know, I'm talking, how I'm talking to you now, you know, minus the curse words. I talk to my clients the same way. Right. I talk to my business associates the same way. And I'm learning that I'm getting business because of that. People like me because I'm being authentic.
Let's talk about it.
I'm not trying to be hyper professional.
Let's talk about it.
I'm not trying to be like, oh my God, okay, so this is, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be nothing else that I'm not. I'm just how I am. Like you see me right now, I'm talking with my hands. I'm a hands talker.
Right. Come on, no thing.
I'm a hands talker. Sometimes I talk with my neck. Sometimes I flip my hair. And it just is what it is. And it's working for me.
Right.
And it's a little frustrating to think that it took me 25 years
Ain't that something?
To get to the point where I was comfortable enough to be how I always was in my head.
How you been since the day you were born.
Right. It took me so long to be how I was in my head. And come to find out, girl, that's right. That's all I had to do.
And guess what? People still like you. Woo.
People still like me. Now, granted, some people don't like me.
But those people don't matter, though.
But let me tell you about God. Okay? God is going to allow the right people to stay in your life. So you don't have to fake the funk. You don't have to fake the funk for God.
At all.
God know who you is, what you like, what you don't like. Why do you think that God's going to play you by putting people into your life that you have to front for? You know what I mean? That's going to be another video too. Come on, God.
That is going to be another one. Listen.
God, don't play God.
Listen.
Don't play him.
That's something that I had to let go of. Like, this isn't my answer, but that was definitely something I had to let go of. This trying to be liked by everybody.
Yeah.
Because by trying to be liked by everybody, I was 12 different people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And because I was 12 different people, I was always anxious. Because
you're like, fuck, who am I today? Okay,
who am I today?
Wait, this is Jessica. So wait, this is Amanda. This is Robert.
Exactly.
So fuck. Okay.
Or in like that and being like, oh well, shoot, Amanda has to be happy today, but I'm not feeling very happy. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? And just projecting fake emotion to try to please people. But yeah, once you learn, like, listen, I'm raggedy.
Raggedy as hell.
Raggedy, loud,
that's
dramatic.
Fine.
Those are things that I have been called, well, except for raggedy. Nobody in my family called me raggedy.
Like, you will get some phone calls like, really? Who called you raggedy?
No one in my family's ever called me raggedy, but one thing, or two things I've always been called is loud and dramatic. And I always felt bad for being that way and felt like I had to tone that down to get people to like me.
Same.
But no, like, I'm finding that the louder I am and the more dramatic I am, the people who are also that way or like that or resonate with that are coming my way. Yeah. So, you know, I can be just as loud with you as I can with some of my coworkers or, you know, some whoever.
But listen though, but to kind of to piggyback on that, because keep in mind, I'm an introvert.
Same.
I'm an introvert with extroverted qualities. Ooh. So although I may have some times where I'm popping off or I may have some times where I'm being a little extra and I'm being a little hyper or whatever, I also have some times where I'm quiet, and I also have some times where I'm reserved, and I also have some times where I don't want to talk to nobody. And that's not me switching up.
That's at all. That's
you know
not
what I mean? That's
fake.
not me being funny.
Girl, I'm tired. What
I'm
you mean?
tired.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. That's another episode too. We just out here just throwing gems.
Throwing episodes? What?
Yeah, it's just
Come on.
episode.
Oh my gosh.
We got this whole season.
We are having so much fun. I really hope that y'all have fun with us because this can be so dope. We can do this together, y'all. But just, I guess I wanted to add one thing I learned about myself, but I think I forgot where I was. And all that hype and all that real. Excitement. What is one thing this year that you don't know about yourself? It's kind of like vague, but I kind of learned that I'm actually kind of dope. You know?
Yeah, high five.
Boom. You know, hey, like I learned that like I'm
dope. I like you.
Thank you. And I like you too. You hella dope. Like I've learned that I'm like kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like in my weirdness, I'm still cool.
Yeah.
You know, because I always looked at other people like, oh, they're so cool, they're so calm, they're so collected. Why can't I be the same way? And it's like I've learned that this year I am.
Right.
In my loudness, in my dramatics, in my raggediness, I'm still cool. Because listen, when I tell you, I used to look at people who liked me and be like, why the hell?
Why? Do you know who I am?
Like me? Do you know who I am? Do you know how loud I am? Like, you're going to, like, hate me. But, like, obviously, they don't. Which
obviously,
means,
I got friends.
Obviously, I have friends, which means I must be kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, she'll turn.
So funny.
Ooh,
no,
yeah,
I don't have no more.
Oh, you done? Okay, so I got.
I ran out. Wait.
Oh, that's just because we put the other like 4 or 5 questions on my list.
Why did I run out so fast?
No, because we added. So y'all, it started off as 20 questions, but then because we wanted to make this the 25 episode.
Because we extra.
And you know, I thought about that too because in our video we sure enough lied. We sure did tell y'all that we're not that extra in real life. That was a bold face lie.
We're hella extra sometimes.
So I feel like,
but sometimes we're not.
But I feel like in the spirit of transparency, we have to be honest. So
I'm with it.
In the forefront, we are extra, but like on regular days, like I want to say like maybe like a Monday through a Wednesday, very regular.
That's fair.
Very not extra, but a Thursday through a Sunday, bitch. Okay.
That's so fair.
So next question. Okay, so in today's cancel culture, so for those who know, you know, for those who don't know, to cancel someone is to find out that they have this can be like an actor, singer, businessman, whoever. Once the general public finds out that they have a toxic, I don't even know if it's a toxic trait, but like they're racist or they're homophobic, transphobic, we cancel them as a culture, which means we don't support them with our time, energy, money, etc.
Right.
So, but the underside to that is that sometimes it can get carried away. Right. Some people use that term too loosely and they don't allow people to make mistakes.
Right.
Like we have to remember that we're humans and we're going to make mistakes, but we can't just cancel each other once a mistake is made. So in today's cancel culture, what is one thing or person that you still engage with?
So like they're canceled, but I still mess with it?
Like, so for instance, the latest person we canceled was Kanye West because of his recent activities.
But you're saying like you still like them though?
Right, like you still like them, you still listen to their music, you still like whatever.
You know what? I'm gonna have to say,
come on,
Wendy Williams.
Did we cancel Wendy Williams? I think some people have canceled Wendy Williams.
Yes, I think some people have canceled Wendy Williams because she is not necessarily the nicest person. Right. You know what I mean? And she's definitely in everybody's business. Now, granted, that's her job.
That's it.
And she's getting paid very handsomely for that. I'm not knocking her hustle at all. But the fact is, sometimes she do pop off without knowing all the details. That's it. And that's why she's been canceled. But, like I said, the reason why I still mess with Wendy is, one, she's entertaining. Two,
yes, she is.
Right, she's entertaining. Two, she always got the tea. Now, granted,
she got the answers for y'all, so
I can only handle tea in moderation.
That's it. It got to be lukewarm tea.
Yeah, it can't be like tea 24/7. So you know those people that seen every episode of Wendy Williams? That's a lot for my mental health.
Drinking tea 3 times a day, girl. If you don't relax,
I can't do that.
Right,
but once every couple days, I can mess with some Wendy Williams. She give me my little dose of tea because I'm not very heavy in the pop culture world, so I'm not very heavy on Twitter. I don't know what's going on with the latest celebrities and things like that. So I turned into Wendy because I know she finna tell me.
Hello, she finna wrap it up for you.
Yeah, she finna tell me. She finna give me like the wrap up of the week, and I'm like, "Ooh, girl, what?" And then I can walk away just feeling a little satisfied.
Right. Okay. Good answer. Good answer.
So I like Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Yes, girl.
Who would be my person? Oh. Okay. I get a moment to speak finally. So my person is Chance the Rapper. Gotta break this down. Chance the Rapper just last year, I want to say around this time last year. Right. This is a matter of perspective. But just this time last year, Chance was on top of the world. Everybody was living for him. You know, Chance is the best person ever. Like, he's doing this music thing independently, and he's still out here snatching Grammys. Like, what can he not do? Cool. We loved him. But this year, Chance has had a couple of like hiccups, like minor hiccups. But people, at least in the Twitter world, have decided to quote unquote cancel him, and I can't figure out why. His first thing that the general public has deemed as a sin is his support of Kanye West, who has been decidedly canceled.
Canceled.
He's 100% canceled. Let's just make that clear right now. But I can't say I will cancel Chance for being his friend because I do not know Chance the Rapper as a person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know the inner workings of his life. I don't know the relationship he has with Kanye. I don't have any context.
Yeah.
So I can't throw him away as a human being because of that. I can side eye him. Right, you know what I mean? I can look at him a little funny in the light, but I can't cancel him.
Right.
2, social media tried to get him out of here when he made the comment that Beyonce's Coachella performance was better than anything that Michael Jackson had ever done. Record scratch here. That was a goofy ass comment because it's just not factually based. However,
that got me in my feelings.
That had me in my feelings because I was like, wait a minute, please don't. I don't know. Side note, like, I'm not gonna go into it, but like, I'm gonna need y'all to please continue to put respect on Michael Jackson's name.
Put some respect on the king's name.
I know he ain't been here for a minute, but that's still the king.
We still here writing for him.
Hello, like, he still got shooters out here. So please, don't go there. But coming back, like, it was a goofy comment. And it was a matter of perspective. So I can't cancel him for that. You know what I mean? And so when I say people have canceled, I mean people have talked about, people are making fun of and mocking the fact that he's a Christian rapper and that he talks about God in his raps. And now all of a sudden, his flow ain't that dope. And like, I'm just like, last year everybody was living for Chance, but because of these two minor incidents that are a matter of perspective, like, we have to throw him away altogether. Now he's trash.
Right.
Now, like, his gospel raps are trash. Like, come on, y'all, don't do that.
That's a lot.
So yeah, I still ride for Chance the Rapper. Like, I tweet about it a couple times a year about how that's one of my future plans is to have a record with him featured on it, or vice versa, feature on one of his records. So that's another thing I'm letting off into the universe.
Yes.
So yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah, listen, y'all, and that's just a note. Stop canceling people. Learn the difference between people who are truly toxic and bad for the culture, like Kanye West, and learn the difference between someone like that and someone, what do I want to say? Like, who just maybe like flubs, like who makes mistakes or trips up every now and then. Just because someone trips up does not mean they should be canceled.
Right.
But if someone thinks that slavery was a choice, if a black human thinks slavery was a choice, then yeah, it's probably time to cancel them. So yeah.
Every time.
Every single time. We're not trying to hear none of that.
Every time.
Not trying to hear that.
What?
Okay. Moving right along. What's a cartoon show that you watched as a child that means something completely different, or like maybe you understand it differently now that you're an adult?
That's funny. I think we talked about this before. Okay, I have two. Okay. First one is the Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Listen, we need to talk about the mayor and his secretary because their relationship was so interesting. Y'all remember the mayor? The mayor was like 2'11",
right?
And he had a little bald spot. And he was just so gullible. And his secretary was like 6'7", and
never saw her face.
Right, never saw her face. Really long, big. Red hair, really big breasts, like Coke bottle shaped, like, I I mean, she was looking kind of good, not gonna lie.
Okay.
And she would always make little comments like, whatever you want, not professor, whatever you want, mayor, I'll do whatever. You know what I mean? Like, she was making very sexual advances, and he just did not get it. And if you watch the Powerpuff Girls and you just watch the background characters, they be looking like, I wish I could see my face, but they be looking so awkward. They be looking back like, so you're
like,
not
what you mean?
So you're not gonna handle this,
right?
You're not gonna handle this. And then my other one would definitely be Johnny Bravo.
Oh,
Johnny Bravo.
You know, funny. Like, I was never like. I think my mom got it. My mom understood the level of that cartoon. So like, me and my sisters weren't allowed to watch that one.
Really?
Yeah, I was not allowed to watch that.
I can understand why, because Johnny Bravo was with the shit.
Really?
He was with the shit. He was so just. He was just a male chauvinist, and he was all about like getting women and the little attention. Like, it was insinuated that he was after sex all the time. So it went deeper than just like, oh, she's pretty. It was like, oh, let me, you know what I mean? So it was a lot. It was, wait, can I do one more?
Yeah.
Can I do one more? Cow and chicken.
Yeah, yes, I see that.
Yes.
100%.
Cow and chicken was. I don't even feel like I need to go into detail about that.
Right, because it's like, if you know, you know.
Yeah, you know, if y'all don't know, I encourage y'all to watch some Cow and Chicken. Matter of fact, just turn on the old school Cartoon Network and have a day.
My God,
have a day.
You'll be a little shook
where you do whatever your coping mechanism is.
Come on. If you gotta dissociate for a minute and watch some cartoons while you high all day, then go ahead and do that, girl.
Get you a glass of wine, for real. And make sure it's a Saturday or a Friday where you're not
right. Please don't have any work obligations or nothing.
Yeah, no,
please.
seriously. Make sure you don't have anything to do, and do it by yourself or with your friends or your person or whatever, and just watch it as an adult and just study it.
Oof.
We should do that.
I was gonna say, I think we should do that. I think we should do that. That would be really fun.
That would be so fun, and it would be so fun with a group of people.
Yes, we should get a test group together.
Yeah, that should happen.
That could be like a video episode we do. We have like a visual episode where we do that.
Where we do like where we video our expressions.
Yes. That would be so
funny.
fun.
I'm with it. So friends, if you're watching this, let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Hit us up, Eon. Mine is actually SpongeBob.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not necessarily like, oh, it had strong sexual adult undertones, but just like, so as a child, right, you watch SpongeBob and you think SpongeBob is just the shit. He's happy all the time. He's always optimistic. And you look at that Squidward, old grumpy ass, like, why are you so mean, Squidward? SpongeBob's just trying to be happy and live his life. But now as a 25-year-old, you're like, I get it.
Oh, absolutely.
I get why Squidward was just like, listen, I'm just here to do this work and go home. I'm not trying to talk to you or get into none of your shenanigans today. I would just like to come do my job and leave. Oh, that resonates with me.
Absolutely.
And another one I think was Shrek. Now that one was heavy adult sexual innuendos, like that would have passed me, and it was actually pretty dark too.
It was very
like
dark.
The scene where they were capturing all the animals, all the fairy tale animals, in the middle of the woods, and like they took the mama bear away from the dad and the son, and then it cut to another scene of Lord Farquaad's house, and like you saw his bear rug. So you saw that they killed the mama. I was like,
wow, I didn't even make.
You see his rug, and there's the mama with the bow on her head and everything.
Didn't even
you
make
be like,
connection.
oh shoot, like they was just out here murking people. Yeah, so that's one where I saw, and I was like, oh, okay, that was a little dark, but okay, But as a kid, we just ran with the punches. We didn't really know what we was looking at.
Okay,
sorry if I just kind of unloaded on anyone else.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
My bad, y'all. Oh, we're down to our last two questions.
Last two.
Oh, thank y'all for hanging tough with us, because I know we is talking.
Shout out to y'all.
But hopefully, hopefully we're fun and like inviting, and y'all like to listen to us. Okay, so one, who's an artist that you feel is overrated? Like a current music artist who may just be like at the top of the charts or whatever. There's quite a few of them. But just
you go first.
I'm not gonna name a specific artist, not necessarily because I'm trying to hide anything. But I think all of these. Well, no, I am gonna name them. Like the Little Pumps, the Tekashi 6ix9ines, all of these like seemingly clones who popped up out of nowhere with the rainbow hair, the grills, tattoos on their face, mumble rapping, like not talking about nothing.
Yeah.
But who are making millions of dollars, who are signing multi-million-dollar contracts, who are all over the radio. I don't understand.
That's true.
And it's not even just like, oh, I'm being a hater. Like, what are these young kids listening to? Like, I've actually listened to the music. The music is horrible. Yeah. The music is garbage. They're not talking about nothing but, like, having sex, which is not new. But there's, like, I mean, a lot of their lyrics are low-key abusive. You know what I mean? They talk about having sex, but then slapping bitches around. Like, whoa.
That's true.
Why are we doing this? Again, not anything new per se.
Right.
But just, like, them... Like, I just can't believe that they are at the forefront of the industry right now.
Yeah.
It's a little disheartening.
I totally agree. And just kind of anybody that is getting rich and famous off of nothing. So, like, the girl who was on Dr. Phil, who now goes by Bad Barbie, and the other girl, what's the other white girl name? She's like super, super skinny. She was like, oh yeah, bitches. She talked like that. She was like, oh yeah,
that little
bitches.
Vicky girl?
I think that's her name.
I can't stand her.
I'm so mad that you knew who I was talking about.
Yeah,
from the
because,
voice.
listen, first of all, I'm so sick of these little caricatures popping up. But yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
That's so funny. But yeah, I don't like them because, okay, well, girl, that definitely has to be another video.
Yes.
Another episode. But the way that they came to be and their message and how they're portraying themselves and the culture that they're...
Let's talk about how anti-black that is. The fact that they, black people, we call ghetto for being like that. But some white girls can do it. They're not even like this in real life. They can put it on for some clout, and they're just so funny, and they're making money, and now they're brand ambassadors of multi-million-dollar companies. But whatever.
But you know what though? Like as ridiculous as they are, I can't knock the hustle. Like, let's be real. If you had a ridiculous thing that people saw as entertainment, and somebody came to you and was like, yo, we'll give you $5 million to do it and just let people talk about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that side.
You know what I mean? So
side.
for that, like, for the hustle, for their hustle, I get it. But just the truth and the reality of the situation is garbage.
Right, like if black people weren't dying, for being that way, I think I would be able to swallow that pill a little bit.
No, that's fair.
You know what I mean? But like, we're out here being murdered and harassed and assaulted for being like this.
That's fair.
And this is just who we are.
That's fair.
And there are people signing contracts to
fair.
Pretend to be that way. But so like, that's just such a heavy pill to swallow.
But then again, you have to ask yourself, whose fault is it? Is it their fault? Or is it the industry's fault? That's what I'm saying. This is a conversation. This is another episode. Because like I said, like if you're gonna take that route, then you gotta go a little deeper. You gotta be
absolutely.
Like, well, it's not necessarily their fault because they're trying to do what we're trying to do. Like, they're trying to get money, we're trying to get money. They're trying to survive, we're trying to survive. They're trying to feed their family, we trying to feed our family, period. Oh,
that's gonna be a good episode because I got some notes on that one too.
Same. And I'm not saying that I support these people in any way, shape, or form. I'm never gonna go to a concert. I'm never gonna buy an album. I'm never gonna buy a record. You know what I mean?
Ever.
Girl, you got enough fans. You got enough millions. You don't need my support.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, but feed your family, sis.
I guess, man.
Okay, whatever. That's gonna be another episode.
That is gonna be another episode. Woo!
I might feel differently in a week or so, but
listen, because I'm gonna let y'all have it. All right, and the final question.
The
last question in our series for the 25 episode. You and I are friends. We met in college.
Yes.
So, knowing what we know now at our big age of 25, like all the things we've learned socially, economically, financially, all the knowledge we have now. Would you go back to, would you do college again?
No.
Hello?
Fuck?
Hello?
Let me tell you something. I said that too fast. Wow.
Well, you was like, no, hell no.
Some 17-year-old is going to look at this and be like, see, mom?
See, mom, why I ain't got to go to college, girl? See what they done said?
But no, but listen, let me put it like this, okay? And this is actually this is a topic that we could talk about for a really long time. But you got to think of it like this. From when we were very young, we were taught to go to college, right? When we were very young,
come on,
even into college, the message that we were taught was how to become workers.
Yes.
College teaches you how to become an employee.
It teaches you how to be an
college,
employee.
And not just college. I mean, I'm just talking about
the system,
right? The system teaches you how to be compliant. It teaches you how to stay within the lines, how to be neat, how to be quiet, and do what you're told. And if you do all those things correctly, you might get a promotion. You know what I mean? College, and we went to a private school.
Hello?
We went to an expensive, what was it, $45,000-$50,000 a year?
Just about. Shout out.
You know what I mean? Okay, I did have a teacher who was a professor who was a little to the left, so he did kind of teach some other stuff. But for the most part, we were taught the same thing, just how to be compliant.
Absolutely.
We weren't taught how to be innovators. We weren't taught how to be inventors. We weren't taught how to be bosses, entrepreneurs. We weren't taught how to even be entertainers. We were taught how to be employees.
Yep.
So knowing what I know now, and it's always been in my blood to be an entrepreneur. It's always been in my heart. That's always been my mission, right? With knowing what I know now and knowing that my what I want to say, my life's direction is entrepreneurship, I would not have done it again. Okay. I would have pursued business. Okay. My businesses, and I can guarantee you, I'm willing to bet any amount of money that had I started my businesses at 18, right? What you talking about? I would have had my first house. I would have had my car paid off. Right. What you talking about? Oof. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, though. Do I regret going to college? No.
Absolutely not. No.
I don't regret going to college at all. But do I think that it was something that I needed? No. Okay. You know, I met some amazing people in college, and I've gone through some amazing experiences in college. And I do think that college it's a privilege.
Ooh, absolutely.
It's a very privileged thing.
Even though it should be a right, but
right. College is one of those things that you go through if you want to be a better person, if you want to learn some quick little life lessons. You know what I mean? But. No, for real.
No, that's only funny because that's exactly the reason why I would do it over.
But no, right? It has nothing to do with the education. It has nothing to do with the education.
No.
Because listen, I graduated with a degree, a major. A
Bachelor of Arts,
a Bachelor of Arts, a minor, and enough credits to. I was like 2 credits shy of double majoring. Ooh. Right? So with all the education that I have, I'm not in any of those fields. Ooh. You get what I'm saying? I'm not in any of those fields. And you know what? That's okay. Right. I'm making money where I am now. I'm not rich by any means, but I'm paying my bills.
That's it.
And I'm paying my bills on information, and I'm paying my bills on knowledge that did not need a degree. You know what I mean? I'm making... Oof. Let me put things into perspective. When I graduated college with my degree, my Bachelor of Arts degree, I was getting offered $15 an hour jobs. Wow. You know? And I accepted one because I had to work. Right. And I worked there a year before they agreed to give me a raise to $17 an hour. And I still wasn't able to pay my bills. And that was with the degree. My businesses that I'm doing now are certifications. They're licenses.
Something that will do you well
in the
long haul.
It's something that you would not have had to go to a 4-year university for.
And be tens of thousands of dollars in student loan debt for.
Exactly.
My God.
Are you kidding me?
My God.
So I hope that answered your question. But girl, please, I love y'all, but I would have met y'all some other way.
I'm weak. Bitch, I want to catch y'all on the other side.
Yeah, because boo, but... Ooh. It was cool though. It was fun. Them little late nights to McDonald's. We pay $50,000 a year.
Let me tell you,
to have late nights at McDonald's and Wingstop and shit.
So you know what? Here I'm gonna come with my little emotional feelings ass, and I'm gonna say, okay, so obviously from an education standpoint, no, I would not do it again because, like you said, I have a degree that I am currently not using. I've been out of school for 3 years. Right. I am still paying on a student loan for a degree that I do not use.
Listen.
I am nowhere near the field. As a matter of fact, this podcast is the closest that I've gotten to that degree because my degree was in multimedia arts and communications. So speaking in a podcast audio format is the closest that I've gotten to communication so far, but whatever. But because I'm a little more of the feely person, the emotionally driven person, I would probably say yes, because everything else, while it was a trap, I learned some very important lessons in college, you know. That's how I kind of found my footing in social justice and leadership. We was in leadership together. Shout out to the rest of our leadership crew, hey. Destiny, Rocky, Georgie, all of y'all. But those leadership things, or those camps or whatever, conferences, I live for those.
I do too.
I live for a good leadership conference. Yes. Are you kidding me? You know what? Right now, I'm going to put this out into the universe for the both of us. I'm going to plant this seed. We're going to be able to speak at somebody's leadership conference one day. Yes. We are going to speak at a leadership conference. The Flow Up Podcast is going to speak at a leadership conference one day.
That's fair, because we are hella leaders, and we did...
Listen, and I love
We did develop so that in college.
Much. And so, yeah, kind of like how you were saying, like, I feel like I'm paying... Like, I had to shift my perspective a little bit. Like, yes, I'm paying all this money for a degree I didn't have, but I'm also paying for life lessons and skills that I didn't have, or don't feel like I wouldn't have gotten, or would not have gotten had I not gone to college.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would not have been in leadership camps, because I was trying, when I entered college, I wanted to stay as far away from that as possible. Mm-hmm. But people saw something in me and pulled me in to leadership, and that's kind of where I found my voice. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I made some dope relationships, but you know, just kind of those things. I found out what I really cared about through social justice and learning about injustices in the world. I got to go to Tutwiler, Mississippi, and work with Habitat for Humanity to build a home for someone. You know what I mean? Like, experiences that, sure, I could have possibly maybe gotten somewhere else, but like, it was guaranteed because I was in college, or because I went to college. So,
right.
So because of that, I'm gonna have to say I would probably do it again. Well, no, I can't even say I would do it again. No, what I know now. No, I would. I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna stick to that answer. And just like, yeah, y'all, that's it.
Wow, we're done.
Those are 25 questions.
Wow, yes,
we did it.
Episode number 1. Whoop,
we got it
done,
in the book. Hey. We did that. Wow, that was really fun, actually. Like, I really enjoyed that. That was really fun.
I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've been talking a lot, though.
I feel like I've been talking a lot, too. And I, like my knee-jerk reaction is to apologize for it, but I'm not gonna apologize for it.
No, unapologetic.
This is our thing. Like, we would love if you guys listen with us. If you didn't, if you stopped halfway through, thank you for checking us out.
Just come back.
Just come back. we promise every episode probably won't be this long. Yeah. This is just the first one, so we're kind of like, you know...
But thank you. No, thank you. And hopefully with these questions, you've had an opportunity to ask yourself those same questions. Yes. You know what I mean? To get to know yourself a little bit more. And hey, some of these questions, ask your friends, because you're going to be surprised.
Come on. So we're going to talk about that in our tribe episode, some questions that you need to be asking yourself, one, and your friends.
Right. And periodically, we're going to be answering some questions too. So if you have some questions that you want us to answer, or if you have some topics that you want us to go through, or if you just have something that you want to get off your chest, please do not hesitate to reach out.
Yes, hit us up at Hit us up at theflowuppod@gmail.com.
Yes.
Or you can hashtag us at theflowuppod. That is THEFLOWPOD. That's it.
Wait, you didn't spell up.
Wow, how ghetto. Wow, how awkward. The Flow Up, THEFLOWUP.
Yep.
POD. I knew I was missing something. There it is.
It's cool.
And so before we...
Oh, and don't forget, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Yes, hashtag us, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, post. We really want to hear from you guys. Like,
and follow us, girl, YouTube too.
Come on, that's how we keep up with the conversation. Like, y'all, we can do... Ooh, we on to something. I feel it. So before we leave you for this episode, what's one way that you are going to flow up this week?
Okay. I know we talked about this, but I wasn't ready.
Yeah, so just for those listening, what I mean, like, so we're going to try to ask and check in with each other. Like, how are we going to flow up this week? Meaning, what is one thing that, you know, something that you're working on? How are you going to walk in that?
Right, and something that's going to bring us one step closer to our goal of
glowing up. Yes. So
one thing I'm going to work on is being even more unapologetic in who I am.
Yes.
So really sitting in my personality and letting people know the real me and getting to know the real me.
Yes,
because that's the thing. Like when you spend so much of your life and so many years quiet and afraid to be yourself, you kind of have to discover who you are.
That's it.
So my little action for this week to get me to my glow up stage, my flow up action, is going to be discovering myself and showing people that.
Yes, absolutely. Being transparent. I love that.
Transparent. Boom. That's what I was looking for.
Ooh, yes. How am I going to flow up this week? I had it, but then I lost it real quick. Let me see if I can reel it back in.
That's real.
So you said... okay. So I am going to flow up this week by being more self-aware and stopping myself in my tracks when I get to negative self-talk.
Love it.
Because one thing I know how to do is beat myself up. And that never does any good. It's one thing to be critical and like to look at yourself and, try to improve. It's another thing to just be like, oh, you dumb bitch. Why aren't you doing this right?
Right, absolutely.
So this week I'm really going to work on cutting myself off in the middle of those negative thoughts and flipping it around. Because, when you do that, it's amazing. When you don't beat up on yourself, you really just have a better day.
Exactly.
You just really have a better day. So that's what I'm going to work on this week.
So how are you guys going to flow up?
Yes.
Let us know. If you guys are listening to this on YouTube, look in the description box. We are going to post some links below. You can comment in the comment section and just let us know. How are you going to flow up? It's important. Think about it each week. We're going to do a new flow up.
Ooh,
we going to get to our glow up.
We going to get there.
We going to get there. We going to get there. And then when we get there, we going to be having lunch with Issa Rae and Oprah and Yvonne and drinking martinis and stuff.
That's it. Lunch meetings, business meetings. We going to be making moves. I'm so excited.
Well, for me, it's going to be just like drinking some Coca-Cola, but
Me, it's going to be drinking a Jack and a Coke.
Yeah, yes.
Hey, Auntie Oprah. I know Oprah be drinking. Come on, TT Oprah.
She probably do.
TT, I know you do.
Her water with lemon.
That's it. Like, what else you got in there? You got a little vodka in there, don't you?
Wow. So, again, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, bye.
Woo, woo, woo.